Rolling through the bluff, trolling through the blockchain, slinging heavy clout. Spitting on the mic, what's the latest, what's about? Politicians tripping headlines, flipping out in the heart of the South, where the whispers turn to shouts. Meetings in the shadows, hustlers making plans, deals going down, gripping tight, shaking hands. City buzzing loud, news dap in demand. Dirty South vibe, deep roots, dirty land. Drop by, chop it up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, live a thick skin, thick skin. Rappers on the come up, topics in their rhymes. Truth spilling raw, cutting through the grime. Events popping off, party scenes in their prime. Southern nights wild, about to lose track of time. Headlines breaking, cities heart be racing. Discussions, heavy heads nodding syncopation. From the bodega gossip to the mayor's dictation. Southside stories, raw truth, no hesitation. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, live a thick skin, thick skin. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, live a thick skin, thick skin. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, live a thick skin, thick skin. Dirty South, living thick skin, thick skin. Dirty South, living thick skin, thick skin. Rappers on the come up, topics in their rhymes. Truth spilling raw, cutting through the grime. Events popping off, party scenes in their prime. Southern nights wild, about to lose track of time. Headlines breaking, cities heart be racing. Discussions, heavy heads nodding syncopation. From the bodega gossip to the mayor's dictation. Southside stories, raw truth, no hesitation. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, live a thick skin, thick skin. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, living thick skin, thick skin.
What's good, everybody? Welcome y'all to episode 71 of the Drop By Discussions with your boy OGDoDirty and
your boy Resla over here. Hopefully you guys are doing really good today. You having a good night tonight. How's everything been with you, OG?
Man, been good, bro. Got me a little rest in. Took a nappy nap today. You know, I'm feeling old, people. Feeling old.
He said feeling old. See, it's been the opposite for me. I got most of my rest yesterday, so I've been up for quite some time today. And honestly, I got the energy. I don't feel like sleeping because I just feel productive. Shout out to everybody who already showed up here in the building. I know some people kind of came in, some people got left. But by the way, when you come into the building, do us a favor, whether it's on the OG side or myself, hit that like button. But before you even hit the like button, wipe your feet. Wipe your feet before you step in. All right?
That's the old fact. Do like our sister, Alex, you know what I'm saying? Alexandria. She said, hey, brother. Hey, brother. She talking about her brother, Resla. And she's talking about me, too. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We love each other. And then we got Stephen Hall in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Stephanie in the building. I see Dennison. Is that Dennison? Is that Dennison?
It's Dennison.
Okay, I'm just making sure that was him now. I see the X at the back of it now. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Yeah. And not my circus. Appreciate you for showing up. Salute to everybody. Hey, mama. See, mama's in the chat. She said, hello, chat family. Hola to you. You got anybody else coming in, Resla?
Yeah, we got not my circus already in the building. Appreciate you, not my circus. Not my circus already said he saw my last. Said they saw my last stream. Said, hey, Resla, your last stream. Saw your last stream the other night. Holding it together. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate the fact that you enjoy it. I try to bring stuff that I know that it's us. I know we try to do this whole thing about entertainment only, but I like to bring forth things I know affect a lot of people. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. We got the winch in the building. Yo, what's going on, mama? And then, of course, we got Miss Raven in the building. Hey, Miss Raven. And, of course, Stephen Hall in the building, who's already graced us with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, Stephen Hall.
I appreciate you, brother. Got something for you.
Invisibility shield. I know where you are. I know where you are.
That's the whole fact. Invisible shield. Appreciate you. Thanks for sending us the $2 invisible shield, brother. I know where you are. I'm over at Resla's spot. Tune in, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a good time with you guys. I don't know. It's been a very busy week for some people, especially me, for myself. I know a lot of people are trying to adjust for the new year taking off. Some people are trying to get things going on for their love lives, their families, their friends, and of course, even their careers. What about yourself, OG?
Man, that sounds like everything I'm trying to do. You know what I'm talking about? Career, life, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? My goal this year is to get hella support on YouTube. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'm gonna wish for it into existence. I need hella support. That means shares, likes, and conversation for all this good time I put in on her. That's what I'm hoping I'm gonna get out of this 2026. Those three things: growth,
Okay,
in YouTube.
sounds right. Sounds right.
I'm about to say, my good brother, I know you ain't putting all this good work and don't want nothing out of it, sir.
Well, so yeah, yes, of course, I'm doing all this good work, and of course, it would be nice to have something out of it. But I think the gift I quote keeps on giving is the fact that I can start looking at a lot of other people out here that will start exercising better thought rather than just being slaves to what random bullshit they hear online. I would like to actually have more conversation with people that are just not being drones. That will be the gift that keeps on giving. But yes, of course, we're doing things, and hopefully we get a little something from it. But yeah, that's just the way how I feel. I just think that we're doing down bad right now in society.
Well, that's a whole
We letting too many other people come through and change the landscape for us, and we're not doing enough for ourselves. I hope to change that.
Okay, let's make the show. Now, hold on, let me check this real quick. You said there's no sound. I think yeah. Okay. Yeah, they good.
Steven said no sound. Mama says there is sound. I hear sound, of course, but
I was just making sure. Making sure. Second. What the hell? Somebody call me, nigga. That's sad. I'm missing all the fun today. Ain't that something? That's crazy. I gotta start picking up my phone more this year too, man. I've been slipping on that.
Yeah, I've been ignoring my phone for a while.
Pick up that phone a little bit more. Gotta do more, Resla. I gotta do more.
I think for me, not so much my phone, but more Discord. I have to do more Discord, but also I have to do more paying attention to what's going on with social media. I've been really ignoring it so I could just focus on myself and also just what things I run across with normal people. But I realize that there are people who keep living themselves online, and I need to address that as well. Busy year going to be for me. Locksmith Jeremy in the building.
Good with you, Locksmith. For those who want to join the stream, want to join the show with me and Resla, let me drop this link for you guys. You know, you can come on up and we can get this discussion started. Right now, we just making sure that we wipe our feet off as we tell y'all to do. We trying to show y'all exactly what to do. You wipe your feet off, you say what's up to everybody, you welcome them in and stuff like that before we get the show started. Appreciate you for the $5 super chat. Locksmith Jeremy coming through, doing your thing.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do that.
Appreciate you for doing it. Dropping that $5 off. Appreciate you, my good brother, for supporting the show. Y'all be like Locksmith Jeremy and support the show. For those who want to join the stream, the link is getting dropped in the chat, and we will pin it to both channels. Appreciate you guys.
And just letting you guys know. Yeah, just letting you know if you guys happen to be catching us on the replay, just once again, be sure to actually subscribe to both channels. You can see it in the description as well as when we drop this for a collab stream. So you'll see both actual channels pinned in the subject.
That's the whole fact. That means subscribe, people. Subscribe.
Subscriptions are nice, but also hit the damn like so that other people just like yourself can be able to see our channels. Outside of that, I mean, I haven't really been too. I haven't really been paying too much attention to social media. I've been really just trying to take care of a lot of stuff coming up throughout the quarter. And I think the most recent thing that I really thought about was iShow Speed's Africa tour, and just like really thinking about it compared to the last couple of tours that he had, the Europe tour and the Asia tour. And so far, it's only been like a couple of streams I've actually seen, but so far it's been amazing. It really has been. Shout out to that man for being 22 and doing this. It's really been good.
Yeah, that boy ain't playing no games. He's getting to the money.
Well, I mean, more than just the money. I mean, the man had almost almost 3 million subscribers in a single hour.
Yeah,
hour, sir.
Say that again.
He had almost 3 million subscribers in a single hour.
Yeah, that nigga cold.
Like it was crazy. It happened like while he was on the helicopter just surveying Kenya. It was crazy. And so far everywhere he's gone, it looks like he's been getting a lot of love. And I was like, wow, this is really crazy.
Appreciate you, Locksmith, on the double up of the $5 super sticker, my good brother. You didn't have to, but you did it anyway. You did it anyway.
Getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere.
Yeah, now we getting somewhere. Y'all be like Locksmith, man, and double up. Double up, ain't nothing wrong with it. 5 and 5. You see how he did that? He made sure both channels got, you know what I mean? Come on now. You can't, I'm just saying. Appreciate you, Locksmith, for doing that, brother. You didn't have to, but you did it. So now we getting somewhere.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but the point you was making, bro, you right about that. I didn't know it was that many in an hour. That's you know what I mean? That's fucking amazing. I don't know too many people. I know a lot of people that will hate on that, but I know it ain't a lot of people that's gonna be able to do that in no hour, brother. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So
he's the only one to be able to do that.
Yeah, I was about to say you on some goat type shit, almost on. Well, let me ask you a question. Let's just go down the gamut because you know let's just really have a conversation. How many people in the YouTube world do you think can be able to do that? Let's just keep it real.
It is very rare, honestly. I don't think anyone outside of him has ever been able to do that. People have been able, like for instance, the only person I know that's been able to garner that much subscriptions has never been in a single day, never mind a fucking hour. And that's probably Brett Cooper. I think she got like almost 2 million in her first 2 weeks. And she had a whole network behind her, the Daily Wire. Well, for Speed, who was already popular, but just to land in someone else, just land in another country, in a city of a country, and to be able to garner that much attention over a live stream. We're not talking about a video drop, a live stream. It's amazing.
Oh,
no one's been able to do that.
Oh, we got Mama. Then Mama then came through. She said, ain't no way Locksmith Jeremy is gonna outshow me. Take that. She dropped 6 on one channel, then came back and dropped 6 on the other. Ha ha! Take that. That's what she said. You can't double up like Mama. That's what she said. Y'all be like Mama and Locksmith. We'll be like Mama, double up and Locksmith.
Sometimes in life, the odds are against you. But if you give it your all, if you do the best you can with what you have, you still might not be able to really do shit about.
That's the whole fact when Mama outdoing you. Good job, Mama. Appreciate the support. Y'all be like Mama, y'all be like Locksmith. Double up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys for supporting the show.
Thank you, Mama. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's no one who's been able to have to produce those kind of results. I mean, think about it. Even though we have
Good
quote,
tip.
we have Mr. Beef, right? Who is a billionaire. He's the first and pretty much only social media billionaire. Think about that. But even he has never garnered numbers like that. Not My Circus with the super sticker. Thank you for that $4.99 super sticker. Not My Circus.
Appreciate you. Got a little something for you. We'll give you this one. Appreciate you, not my circus.
Yeah, it's something to see. It's something to behold, especially if you've watched Speed for a while. So to see how he started to what he's doing right now. First of all, what he's doing right now is phenomenal. There are definitely content creators who have gone on tours, but not to the amount of, not to the magnitude that he's had and the amount of popularity he's had. I mean, the man even won the Streamer Awards back to back, #1 streamer. The #1 streamer. And most of last year was not about him doing like streams, like sitting down or reviewing shit. Like the man's been touring and he still managed to eclipse because he was doing his Asian and his Europe tour. The man has been, he's the only, you can even say he's the average normal person, you can say. It's not like he's a billionaire, he ran a tech company or anything like that. And the man has been able to meet celebrities. The man has been able to be on TV. The man has been able to meet athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo and even Messi. The man has been able to be on the WWE. The man was in the Royal Rumble. Like, you can't say that for many people around that age. I mean, even Logan Paul is officially a WWE superstar. So for someone who's a streamer to be able to touch so many different areas, it's crazy. And it really started when he started doing his America tour.
I'm gonna be honest with you, just my circus. I got this. Me and Resla got some of the easiest handles you could think of. The @ at OGDoDirty. Just how I say it, spell it out, no spaces. OGDoDirty. Put the @ in front of it, just like you do Resla, man. If y'all trying to subscribe to Resla, if y'all need to find out Resla's handle, it's @Resla. Simple as that. @ Resla. It'll take you straight to his page when you put it inside of the search engine. It'll bring you right to his page. @OGDoDirty will bring you right to mine. Just want to throw that out there. Appreciate you.
It's been very interesting. Like I said, I've been watching like videos of all those different kinds of those kinds of lives or streams. But recently the Africa one has been the vibe has been very, very different compared to the rest of one. And also the way how he approaches things, you know. The America tour, when he first started off, you know, we knew who he was, so he got a lot of love here in the States. The Europe tour, people knew who Speed was, but it really took off because he got to do a lot of stuff that he wanted to do. So like playing football, because he's a big, you know, he's a soccer fan, a football fan. So he got to meet a lot of people and he got to compete in a lot of different stuff, got to be on TV. The Asia one was my least favorite. There were things I liked about it, but it was my least favorite. Like I like everywhere he goes, he tries like to riz or try to get with girls or whatever. He tried to pick up a girlfriend, and I think even the girl that he got with, I thought most of all that was a clicking for him. Who would have been the Asian one over and when he did his Asia tour, but the most racism that he dealt with was also in Asia. He was crazy.
That shit there as well. What's good with you, Joe Cool? And look at Not My Circus and came with the double up, man. Appreciate everybody, man, who's with the double up today, man. We ain't asking y'all to do it, but since y'all doing it, we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? With the double up game. Appreciate you.
What's good? What's good, Joku, and also what's good, Mayo.
That's a whole fact. Let me give you a little something for you. Double up. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna double you up. Appreciate you for the double up, not my circus. You didn't have to do it, but you did it anyway. We really appreciate you, brother. It's good with you, Mayo.
Yeah, it's been an interesting time, but it also tells me, well, for one, I guess how lucky you can be and how much influence you can have as a quote streamer. But it also tells me the possibilities of what, not even the possibilities. It tells me what a lot of people missed out on. Because I can say like someone as young as he is will be able to experience what a lot of people will never be able to do. Some people just like do little vacations or whatever. Yes, he has the privilege of having the money and the stardom, but he's also going to walk away so much more enriched because of all those different cultures he got to experience. And a lot of people, I think that should be an inspiration for a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree
with
with
the
you,
brother, for doing this thing.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It should be a lot of inspiration. I like I said, I don't follow it. I got to see some of the stuff that he's doing over there. I know when they was doing that. I guess it was China. I don't know what kind of tour was he doing. Was he doing an Asian? Where was he at when he went over there to China?
I mean, shit. You said what kind of tour?
Yeah, what kind of tour would you call it? Was he in? Did he go to Japan or any of them places, or did he just stay in?
He goes in one area, then he spends time there, and then he moves to another area. So it's not like he's in one spot. It's not like he just stays in, so let's just say if he's in Asia, right? He might go to Japan, but he'll go to different places in Japan. If he goes to China, he'll go to different areas. So it's not like he's just visiting one area. If he goes to Europe, he's going to several different areas to compete. And then on top of that, it's not like he's just going there and he's just visiting, like he's doing local shit, whatever. He interacts with the fans. One of the things that he's known for his name, I Show Speed, because he's a very fast runner. There are people they're strangers that walk up to the street. I think I could beat you in the race. He's like, nah, you ain't gonna beat me in the race. And then he races them. How often can you say you run into people who you follow as a creator and then you actually get to meet them, talk with them, compete with them, all the different stuff? He's been very engaging.
That's a smart way to do it, bro. A lot of engagement with your with people that support you. So the only other person I just seen done that, bro, is good nigga Cat Williams. He's the only other person that didn't race the regular people and race celebrities. Play them in sports and put it on YouTube and shit. So,
and think about how difficult that is, because you have to have a level of engagement and a level of energy all the time. Then I think this is a great thing because he's so young. He has that energy. I won't say that Cat Williams could hold that same energy. It just can't. You're an older person. And I'm not talking about like, oh, we got to schedule podcasts. I'm talking about this man's just out in the street. You don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Well, let's check out some of this I Show Speed and what he was over there doing. I know one show I did see two things of I Show Speed. One was I watch certain shit, certain shit intrigued me. So matter of fact, it's three. The three things that I noticed from I Show Speed in 2025 that I liked that what he did, which is not conventional for everybody else, is one that he went to go see my boy Johnny Dang. I appreciate him doing that. You know what I mean? On some real nigga shit. Go fuck with your boy Paul Wall. You know what I'm talking about, and your boy Johnny. So that was smooth when I watched that one. Another one I seen him doing was another creator that I watch a lot, that I frequently go over to, is Brian Shaw. I thought that was a nice episode where he went over to Brian Shaw and did his thing over there, even though they didn't get into a lot of stuff. I did learn about some new equipment, of course. And the one he did with Giannis, Antetokounmpo, whatever that nigga name is, I thought that one was pretty good too, because they just rolled around Greece and shit, and he was taking them to different spots and shit, took them to the court and shit where him and his brothers learned how to play basketball. It was a whole group of motherfuckers out there too, so I could see the influence that he had in the pool and the draw that he brings to this internet space just by looking at those three. But he be everywhere though.
what I think I like most about, so for instance, when I see creators, and this is no disrespect to creators, but so for me, one of the most um non-entertaining types of content for me personally is IRL. I'm sorry, just you living life is just people. Everybody has to live life, whether how exciting or how boring it is, but everybody lives life. So the idea of just seeing you do things that anybody can do is one thing, which is why when it comes to IRL, to me, Speed is taken it to a whole nother level. Because yes, he is living his life, and yes, he's doing his things, but he is engaging in a way that is totally different in terms of IRL. And I find that entertaining. Me watching you go outside, waking up from your bed and brushing your teeth, and who you want to hang out with for the day, and then you just literally travel to somebody else's house so y'all can sit there in front of a stream or play basketball or go swimming or whatever. I don't care. But some of the things that Speed does, like I said, and especially the whole cultural aspect of things, it's been very, very entertaining. This would be the epitome of IRL. And I know there's some people that's gonna disagree, whether because I just love this content creator, or it can't be as good as her because you want to stare at her because you think she's hot because she's out of your league. But you're not really doing it for the content. You're doing it to watch the person do whatever the hell you like them for, or how they look, not really for what they're doing. And I like Speed for what he's actually doing, if you're willing to actually pay attention.
It ain't too. I'm trying to think. You know, when you said that, the first thing that came to my mind, I started running through a lot of different podcasts. Who was a good-looking podcaster?
What do you mean a good-looking podcast?
Let's just keep it real. If you're watching shows, let's just have fun with this conversation, right? If we're watching, what would be a cute content creator that you watch?
There are definitely content creators. Unfortunately, I don't know. I mean, and here's the thing, it's heavily biased because YouTube is not the same as other content platforms. So YouTube is heavily dominated by men watching it, not women. So to see a channel that is mostly held up by a woman in terms of a podcast, and it not be centered on, like, I don't know, cliche or niche things. But you said cute, so I'm gonna try to answer that. I think a person who is popular, who got brought to my attention. Actually, Alex was the first person to bring her to my attention, and that would be Riva TV. She's an attractive Black woman. She's got energy. She brings her perspective. You know, she dives into different stuff. There's her. There are I'm trying to hold this like podcast kind of thing.
No, that's what I was on. I'm still trying to only know one. But everybody say that she ugly, so I can't even hold you.
Who's that?
Angel Reese.
I don't.
Yeah, they say that
I don't even think about her.
You know,
they say that
Angel ugly. I think she cute as a butt. But you know, they say she ugly. So that she looked like that little thing off Ice Age. That's fucked up.
He said off of Ice Age. Honestly, I could not care less about Angel Reese. That what outside of the fact that she played ball, what am I supposed to say that she's actually done in terms? I mean, outside of the fact that she actually has something she needs to do, like she actually has good topics engaging. I don't mean just staring at her because she's got a cute face. What is she known for outside of that? And like I said, River TV, she has something totally different. Another person who does a podcast, and I don't think really people talk about her looks per se, but she's been doing this thing for a while, is Amala Akinoki. I forget her. I'm sorry if I just butcher her name, but she's known for her thing because she takes a lot of personal but political takes and all kind of other stuff. She's a young Black woman. There's another person. Oh, I just mentioned her earlier. She's got a podcast, Brett Cooper. I'm talking about people who have numbers. So, and people who find them attractive. Not just me. I'm saying people who find them attractive. Like I really don't care much for Brett Cooper, but people say that she's fine. The same way how I'm like, I don't really care for Angel Reese, but you're saying she's fine. But what do these people do outside of their looks? What do they do besides being attractive? Is the point that I'm bringing in. I can't really say there's a lot of female podcasters that I know who can be attractive and have a actually good perspective on the things they're talking about. I think that matters. Bronze and looks and brains matter, not just looks.
No, it do matter. I'm just, like I said, I can't think of too many people that I watch that has good looking people. That's, you know what I mean, females that's doing podcasts. I really couldn't just think of them except for hers. I don't watch a lot. I guess because I don't watch a lot of them. I need to start looking for some. But yeah, I ain't never looked at it objectively like that.
Sure there are. No. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are a good number of female podcasters. The question is, do they? And I mean podcasts. I don't mean content videos, folks. I know a lot of people like to get very convoluted with the idea of a content creator and a streamer. I break both those two things up. And I think a lot of people are so used to just seeing influencers, as in people that just like want to do hair and nails or whatever. And I'm talking about podcasters, people who actually do have topics, talk about different things. More than like, it's not just strictly on a specific niche. Like, we're just going to talk about reality star today. No, I mean someone who can actually bring forth multiple topics. Because that's when you have a podcast, you're there to talk about multiple things, not just one thing. So there's a difference between a podcast, a streamer who's stuck in a niche, like if they only talk about DNP or just fucking politics. And there's a difference between, an actual content creator. Because if a content creator, you're also not stuck. You could be stuck in a niche or you can be free as well. But if we're going to go in the context of be attractive and be able to have a diverse perspective on multiple different topics, there are women out there, they just don't get a lot of shine. But also, to my point again, it's because YouTube specifically is very male dominated for watchers. Just what it is. Is it right? No. But it is what it is. The same way how there are many YouTuber males who do simple things like cooking and cleaning, believe it or not. Like they're chefs or they clean up a house, but they're ripped and women find them attractive, and that's the only reason why they're watching them. Not for anything the guy has to say. Yeah, here's my day today. I was making some steak and eggs in the morning, and then I noticed my place was a mess. So I had to break up that bottle of Windex, and of course he's cleaning the place, wearing sweats and no fucking shirt on. And but he's cleaning up the place and he's vacuuming and everything. And no one gives a fuck. The women are not giving a fuck about what that man is saying because you can see it in the comment section. So I appreciate anyone who can bring a perspective, even if whether they have a face or not. And that's actually another thing about the internet, OG. I mean, the fact that people judge you not just on what you're saying, but also based on how you look. Do you think these women want to hear, you dumb bitch, you ugly bitch, you fat bitch, you skinny bitch? Who wants to go through that? So I can understand the pressure that falls on a lot of the women out there. Not for nothing, you could be ugly as a male. Most people are not really jumping on you for that. Just something I'm thinking about right now. I don't know listen, for those who know, for those who like to be in these spaces, I don't know when's the last time or any time that someone said, "Oh my God, Tim Pool, so hot." Do you ever heard that shit, OG?
No. I don't even know who that nigga is. It was Tim Pool.
He does political. He has a political podcast. He's a popular political podcast. Very popular.
So from what I'm looking at, this nigga. Well, I know that was probably fire. You probably ain't gonna be able to show that. Go spinning in South Africa. That's with the niggas that be doing burnouts and shit. This nigga went a little bit everywhere, didn't he?
As far as I can tell you, he's still in Africa.
That nigga was in Angola.
He's still in Africa.
That nigga out there with the goddamn. He out there in the safari, nigga, in Botswana, nigga. Nigga, you hear me? That nigga went to Rwanda. Yeah, Botswana, nigga. Yeah, talking about. They say it differently, nigga, but it's BOTSWANA. Come on, man.
Sir, it's Botswana.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, talking about he went to Kenya. You know, talking about I don't even know how to. I guess I want to say Zimbabwe, but that ain't that different.
Zimbabwe, you got it.
Okay, that's right. And then what's the other one behind that one on 2 days ago? ZAMBIA.
Zambia.
Okay, like zombie, but zombie.
I gotta guess
that ain't right. That ain't how you say that. Yeah, that
I don't know what you're looking at, but I know African areas, so I'm like,
I just said that Zambia. That don't even sound right. They don't even that Zun is ZO it'll be that no. See that's not how you spell it. So I don't know how to say that. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm reading this in English, people, and it's another one on here. What's this? What's this one with the ESW? How the fuck do you say that? ESWATINI.
Wait, it's what?
ESWATINI. I'll put it in the chat for y'all. Y'all can explain it to me.
Yeah,
I'm hooked on phonics around. I'm hooked on phonics around here. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, this is how it's spelled. I will drop it in the chat for you guys. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can help me out. And I don't know what the hell this is called. But maybe you guys will know and you can help me out. I'll put it in the chat and y'all can. Oh shit, put the wrong thing. Shit. God damn it. My fault. Hit too many A's.
He said too many A's.
Yeah, hit too many A's. Hey, a shit ton of A's. Nigga, listen to me. Oh, it ain't me. It's that's my keyboard getting stuck. Give me a second. Yeah, that's it right there. ESW. Yeah, that's it. If y'all can tell me what that is, I'll be happy.
If I'm looking at it, I'm trying to pronounce it. It's Eswatini.
That's why I didn't say it.
Look like it.
That's why I didn't say it. I asked y'all to say it. Y'all know it better than I know it.
Oh yeah, Miss Raven just said what exactly I said. Eswatini is what I thought it pronounced.
Appreciate you, Miss Raven. I ain't know what was going on right there. I ain't know what this nigga had. But he been everywhere. That's all I'm saying. He over there. Look like he dealing with he picking up snakes. That's what it looked like, but I doubt it. It looked like it might just be what you call it, clickbait.
Yeah, I don't know much about that particular country in Africa. Actually, if he's already been there, I haven't seen that video, so I might have to go check out that stream.
Yeah, it's hey, dude, it's some African country, bro. I show y'all what it is. I mean, I ain't gotta lie to you now. I show y'all what it is. I know y'all ain't saying OG lying. I'm just saying I show you what it is. I don't know what's going on. This is what it looks like. I'm looking at speed shit. When I typed in I show speed Africa, this is what pulled up. And it's showing the places that he's been. So you guys can see it.
Yeah, I saw the Zambia and I saw the Kenya. I know he's got other places. He's been to, but I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, he's been to a lot of them. Look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, about 12 different places.
Oh, sorry. I saw Rwanda as well. I saw that one. I did see that one.
Angola. Nigga went to Angola. Heard Angola need lotion, nigga.
He said lotion. What?
Nigga, ain't bullshit, boy. They said them niggas out there ashy them motherfucker out there in Angola, nigga. Last time, and last thing I heard from Kenya though was about the damn boxer, Anthony Joshua. That nigga was in a car accident in Kenya, and 2 people died after he beat up the one nigga Jake Paul. He beat that nigga Jake Paul up, and he went to Africa and got in a car accident. The only thing he gonna be fighting no more, I think he had something when in that car crash, he fucked up his back or some shit, so he might be out of there. He might be retiring for basketball. I mean, I said not basketball, but he gonna be retiring for boxing. Driving in Kenya on them dirt ass roads.
Oh, you sure about that? Because that's the funny part. Like, and this is why I was thinking in my mind, like the media, the stereotype, the perception is that Africa is just full of nothing but dirt roads and mud hut houses and mud huts, and like that's not. But when you take a look, even for some of the areas that Speed was in, you're like, nigga, it's like full-blown cities. I'm not talking about like dirt road. I'm talking about full-fledged fucking highways, spiral highways, the freaking towering buildings. Like that's more out there. But most people, I think, are super easy sold all the like the disgusting charity fund shit and all the nasty stereotypes that people don't really know what's out there. And I love the fact that Speed, because of his tour, is actually dispelling a lot of those myths, those stories. I'm appreciating it. I know it, but I think a lot of people don't realize, like they think like, oh, it must be if he's in Nigeria, that's the only place. Like, okay, you don't think Ethiopia has prominent places? You don't think Kenya does? You don't think? And a lot of people. Here's the truth of the matter, especially if you're American, you don't think about it at all. So you just take whatever the most common thing's been said about it, that everybody in Africa walks around with baskets on their heads and they all got flies in their faces. And it's not true. How could a place that has so much resource intensive, so many resources, cannot have at least some of the privileges that other countries have? And because people don't think about it. Because it's America first mentality.
Well, we need to show some,
or rather a Western first mentality.
We definitely need to show some of this stuff because I need to see some of it. I mean, I've been saying this for a long time, brother. You know what I'm saying? You ain't saying nothing that is too far-fetched. That's why I'm not giving you no pushback. You're not saying nothing that's far-fetched to me, bro. After seeing some places, bro, that they got over there, I know that they shit ain't all like that. You know what I'm saying? The same equipment, bro. When I found out most of our equipment, bro, is especially our old highway machinery that they don't use no more, that they sold off to other countries, bro, so them niggas can build their infrastructure up, blew my goddamn mind because they came out with something better that can do more, you know what I'm saying, road maintenance and get the job completed faster and better than the old machines. They got rid of those old machines. So those old companies, they tore those machines down. This is literally a documentary on it. They literally tear these machines down and they send them to other countries. That's why I'm trying to think of the textile companies that's over there in goddamn Saudi Arabia and all them motherfuckers over there. Bro, they got all our goddamn industrial equipment over there. They got shit, bro, that was literally produced by companies in America that was big machines that they had in factories. But when those factories closed down, instead of just letting that stuff get scrapped, they sold it to another country. And they made hella money up off of it. Them niggas is over there still using the same textile machines. There's people out here making plain jeans by using old jeans and only adding, I think it's 70 to 30%. They take 30% of the old jeans that they get and they cut up and add it to the new fabric to make new and weave new pants, new Levi jeans out of it. Bro, they using the same goddamn machinery that was over here making the goddamn Levi's back in the goddamn day. And they literally have to, and that's why over there they have the economy of they don't old machinery that breaks, they fix it. They literally got places they can go to over there. These niggas will customize. They will make them custom pieces for those machines, so they can continue to work. But over in America, we don't think that shit is necessary. So, it is what it is. So I'm not doubting that you're going to find the infrastructure over there, because most of our shit goes over there anyway. So if we got it, I don't think nobody else in the world should be without it. We just move on to the next shit. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: if they don't have what we have right now, this goddamn concrete highway thing that they got, that's some bitch so motherfucking cold. We had people come through and redo our highway like a year ago, and nigga, it didn't even take them shit 2-3 weeks, and that some bitch was done. Only thing they did was drive concrete trucks up to the goddamn road and pull the concrete right on the road and drive the fuck off. The machine do the rest of the work. Lay rebar in the bitch and everything. So makes sense. I'm just saying it makes a hell of a lot of sense. And then everything right now we pushing United States is not pushing for concrete no more for the roads. They pushing asphalt. So I'm pretty sure Africa has a lot of our concrete machines over there. And that's why they probably will have that infrastructure. But I would like to see some, like I say, Resla, over there where security boss is, not Cape Town. Well, from what I seen was pretty in the where the Bay Area is, where they had the docks and shit at, you know what I'm saying? Import, all that shit was nice over there. Now the other side of this some bitch need lotion.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying some places, bro, be dusty and a motherfucker. I'm just saying, but other places be looking nice. So I would like to see some of these places that Speed went to and see the interaction he had with some of these people.
Here's the funny part about that, OG. People can honestly, if they most people, especially I'll even say our own countrymen, most people don't really pay attention to our very own country, because they'll talk about southern areas like Florida, they'll talk about the Chicago's, like they'll talk about all the bordering areas of the country. Most people have not really traveled through the mid. And you'd be surprised just how much it looks like the rest of the world. Not just the country, not just the nation, the rest of the world. That there are rural areas still. Most people don't like to pay attention to that, because they think most
United States.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like,
you we break that down from what you
like we don't see small towns like ranging up to like 4,000 people maybe in it, maybe. Like we don't see small small hoods with like messed up houses, not just Detroit. Like that majority of America is not made up of cities. The majority is not made up of cities.
Do you think they comparing it to? How do you think they comparing it?
I think countries outside of the U.S., because of what we show, they believe that the majority of the U.S. looks like cities and skyscrapers.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And it's not.
They don't understand. There's some towns out there they got low population. There's some towns out there
but also
got 400 people.
But also, that's the image of even how people within its own country look at it. I'm like, have you ever gone through Alabama or Mississippi or whatever? I'm sorry, like, have you tried to really go through the country? And most people have not, because I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people have not really traveled. They may go neighboring states. They may fall asleep on a bus, and especially now that most people fly than anything else, most people don't really get an idea of what's around them. When I was growing up as a kid, we didn't take buses and we didn't fly. We drove cross country. So there's a lot that I got to see. As a kid, one of one of my most favorite smells was?
What's that?
The smell of gasoline, because of how many times we had to stop at a gas station. Used to be one of my favorite smells because it would signify so many things. Number one, it would signify you being somewhere different, you hearing, you smelling things different. But it also gave me the idea it was time to stretch your legs, which has always felt like a good thing. You can take all these different things and equate them with a good feeling. That it was a checkpoint. You knew you were one step closer because you got to stretch your legs, you got to smell something different, and you got to see different people. And gas stations, or rather the smell of gasoline from the gas station, signified that for me, that we were one step closer to our goal. And most people, especially this day and age, has no damn clue, because the idea of exploration without immediate arrival, the novelty is worn off. It's gone.
No, I agree with you on that. All right, if you can, brother, show us some of the stuff that you was watching, bro. Just to give us a little taste. You ain't got to give us the whole thing. Let's just see parts and pieces of things. Let's move around Africa.
Let's see what I can pull up right
now.
It
might spark a good conversation. Somebody might want to come up here and join the show. The link is pinned to both channels. It's in the chat. If you want to join the stream, you're welcome to come up. It's here to drop by discussion. We do welcome people to come up and have the discussion. So don't be afraid to come up. Don't be first, don't be last. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait on nobody else. Do it yourself.
So this is from Kenya. This is his first time in Kenya. As you can already see, he's on a soccer field. Let's find a little bit more what's going on. I just picked up something on his stream, but I know I've seen I would think it was on somebody else's. I saw another video, I should say. Do you see all that back there, OG? Look at the buildings. Just look at the buildings. There are so many people that would never expect to see that, which is crazy. What the hell?
Josh, what the hell you got going on over there?
Like paragliding or something?
That looks like Nairobi.
Nigga, you was over there wrestling a fat chick. It sounded like you was all over the covers. Went from one side.
Oh shit! My bad. That's that damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is going on, bro? What you over there doing, boy?
I'm sorry. That was my fan. Shit. I apologize, dude. I keep forgetting about that damn thing's on. I was laying in bed. See, I was being lazy today. Damn it. And I was trying to look up I was trying to like zoom in on the photo a little bit. I think that's Nairobi, isn't it?
This is Kenya that he's at right now.
Yeah. Specifically, the city's name is Nairobi, right? That's the capital.
I don't know. I didn't really get into it. I just kind of clicked on one of his videos. He's been traveling all over, and then he just goes to different countries as well within those continents. So we've got that. Let's see what else we got here. So he's played.
Like, they don't look bad in Kenya, bro. Like I said, bro, I'm pretty sure it's not everywhere, bro. That it's the, you know what I mean? Yeah. But to your point,
food.
But even to this point, when you say that that Africa is 3 times the size of America, so are we expecting Africa to have the same type of infrastructure and the same type of everything that America got when you can fit America inside of Africa 3 times?
No. I think most people, the perception from most people's minds is that it's not very developed at all.
Oh, yeah, like across the board. Like if you were to say the word Africa, right? The image that would pop in the back of your head would be some fucking Lion King out in the middle of fucking nowhere, a few random trees here and there. And then like a bunch of people running around with spears and maybe skirts or some shit. Yeah.
Which is crazy for someone to be holding on to that mindset in the 21st century. Especially after what you just said, OG, which is also true, that when a lot of Western nations want to relinquish some of their old equipment, that it goes to places like Africa, like our old freaking trucks and everything like that. But the idea that they wouldn't develop around purchasing those things is crazy. Like, what's the point? And what's the point in purchasing a forklift from another country around halfway across the globe to come to you, and then you're still going to be walking around with spears? It just doesn't sound. It doesn't sound smart. But this is the concept that people don't think. The same way how there are, and this is something like come on, OG, you and I already know this. The things that people will say, like, I'm not going to eat the food that comes from so and so in this place and that place because they have the perception is that these people are dirty. I'm like, okay, where did we get that from? Well, look how they did this. Look what they did that. I'm like, most people look at
do it with your stack by.
Even what we do here as being, to some people, unsanitary.
Well, that's just like, look, so that's just like when I asked Stack about the same question, he could attest to it if he want to come up. Shit, when I heard about going over there to the DR, I thought it was all, you know what I'm saying, fucked up and shit and all tore up. Bro, after looking at some of the stuff that he be showing, bro, just the little bitty stuff, bro, it looks nice over there. People got a perception of things that they don't know until, like you said, until they get out there and they move around and go. There's other places I've seen other people travel to, bro, that look very, very nice. But, you know, everything can be, I guess it's portional in areas. You know what I'm saying?
I think most people will consider and this is just me, I think most people will think of anything outside of the U.S. as basically what they see in, like, India. They don't even think about anywhere else. So they just equate everything to the style. Like, if it's not here in the U.S., everything is the way they do shit in India. So I'm like, that's stupid. So China does that? Probably. Do you know? Wait, have you seen anything? You got the internet.
So, yeah, China's going to be...
The sad part. You have the internet, but you're choosing to be ignorant.
Yeah, China's a little... It's different. You mix... Damn, I don't know how to... Yeah, China's a place you have to see, but it's a really weird mix. Because, like, the buildings, like, if you look at it from a distance, all the buildings are pretty damn tall. Like, they're really known for just a fuck ton of skyscrapers, basically, right? Mm-hmm. And most of them will be, like, residential buildings. But when you get close up to it, you notice kind of like what you would find in a large metro city. You just find... a large metro city without garbage cans. People typically will throw garbage, like, and it ends up, like, the wind blows and just ends up in corners and crevices and shit like that. It's a really mixed bag how to explain, right? Residential areas will have, like, a lot of fucking vegetation, a lot of greenery and shit like that. Whereas once you get out to the rural, you start noticing shit's just depleted. It's just weird. It's one of those things you'd have to see it to believe it. But it at first won't make much sense. Vietnam's a fucking shithole. See, now that is a place where you'd really have, like, open sewage. Like, you literally have like like these trenches, and they're lined with concrete, right? But you'd have open sewage going down the.
Yeah, I don't disagree that there are still places that are very much like that. But the thought that goes through people's minds is that because they saw that in specific areas, now regardless of anywhere it is, as long as it doesn't sound like it's a, quote, first world country, it must look like that. That's the concept that's wrong.
Yeah.
We're watching Speed Due Diligence because at this point in time, Resla is showing us the infrastructure and stuff that they have over there, and it's not giving off the same perception as if they living in poverty and stuff like that. It's literally places that Speed is going to that's giving light to places that are, you know what I'm saying, this infrastructure that's pretty
Well,
nice. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's the weird concept, right? So, okay, the same country, in this case, Kenya, you're looking at here, right? Look up, and I think it's the northern part, their largest, fuck, what do they call it? Like,
I think you're making the point that we making though, Josh. So we're literally showing the good stuff. We're literally showing everything that's, you know what I'm saying, that looks like what we're used to, right, in a place. And he's showing you this, but we're still trying to say, no, don't believe what you see with your eyes. This is what it looks like. It's exactly what Resla is talking about, bro.
Josh,
like,
you know what the common conception was when watching what other streamers were thinking, or rather reacting to when they saw speed streams? Most of those streamers were mind blown, because in their mind they thought it was going to be poor, desolate, open lands, mud huts, dirt roads. Most of them were like, "Holy shit, Africa looks like this." They have the internet. They live first world. Some of them even say that they traveled, right? Let's just be honest, they're vacationers. But they couldn't still imagine in the 21st century that Africa could look like this.
Okay. Yeah, so what they're probably thinking, like, in the concept is, hold on, let me see if I can send you a photograph. Or I'll give you a link. That'll be easier.
By the way, Josh, this is how a lot of people also feel about Australia. Outside of like Sydney and shit like that, they think it's like open lands with kangaroo running around and shit like that.
They think you niggas living in disarray. Them niggas ain't living in disarray, bro. I'm just letting you know that now. They got some good shit over there.
I guarantee you won't get too far away from the fucking ocean in Australia. You wouldn't want to neither. Bunch of pussies. You ain't gonna survive without air conditioning. Pretty much Australia is like a big fucking desert. You got like 100, maybe 200 kilometers, if that, around the edges, and that's where all your major cities are.
I hear that, but people don't even understand just how large the deserts that we have are. They're fucking massive.
You know the sad part? I know more about the rest. Yeah, I know more about the rest of the world than I do home. I've never been to our fucking desert.
I mean, most people.
I actually do not know what home looks like.
I mean, most people that haven't seen the desert, bro, because like Resla said, they haven't done the most American thing you can do, nigga, which is travel in your car. We drove from Texas to San Diego plenty of times, nigga. So I know what the goddamn desert look like. We didn't drove through that motherfucker, and it ain't nowhere it ain't nothing to see. It ain't nowhere to go. There's nothing but sand, nigga. For a long time, and you better gas up and do like my pops did, get you a couple of jerry cans and put them in the back of the car, because you never know when you're gonna run into a gas station.
No, them days is gone. Them days 20, 30 years ago, that's when the whole family trips went out.
I don't see why though. You know what I'm saying? To that point, I mean, why did they go out? Because you made traveling more accessible with planes and the way that you move other buses and stuff like that. But that shouldn't be a hindrance of you getting out and going to go see the world, your world that you live in, which is the United States, not the whole goddamn world. You ain't got to go overseas, but you can at least drive across your country.
No, quite the opposite. Okay, so if you think about it, if you go back like 20, 30 years ago and you look up tourism in the United States, right? Everybody was always selling the idea of the Grand Canyon or this, that, Mount Rushmore, right? Whatever, right? And because gas was a little bit cheaper, okay, I'll say like in the 90s, I think somewhere in the 90s is when it went above $1 a gallon, I think. But that was the whole family concept, right? The idea of going to Disney World, sure, that was a thing, right? But your vast majority of like family vacations was to get in the fucking car and drive like 12 hours to some you're driving through the middle of bumfuck Egypt, right? But you would drive through apparently like a 1,000 towns before you got there, even if you were on the interstate or something, right? And you saw everything and stopped everywhere, which is pretty much every hot dog stand or whatever you could find, right? that was effectively a family vacation. At least 30 years ago, almost everybody describes something similar to that concept. And, you know, by the way, you'd be going to like Mount Rushmore, the Grand Canyon or some shit, and we would see shit. No, we got into the concept where it's too easy. Why travel? I can get on the internet and fucking look at photos.
Well, this was the whole concept of just being a mogul back then. What we call a road trip. You had a whole bunch of friends. We want to make it over here, but we had other destinations that we want to stop along the way. It's called a road trip. But you were still gaining experience.
At our age, yes, it would be the case. People from our age are going to about once every, now it's not every year, but like every 2 or 3 years, you'd get like a group of friends because they'd be all over the fucking country somewhere, right? They'd all decide to meet up at, you know, somebody's house or somebody's town, right? So they'd all basically every 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah. And they do that for like a weekend or something. But that's people our age, the idea of a road trip and hanging out, like, again, because you have a group of friends, but they're scattered all over the U.S. They just pick somebody's town, and that's where they'd end up going. That's people from our generation, and that is dying out, right? But to us, that is normal because we grew up in that generation where the idea was like a family vacation. It wasn't anything to just fucking get up and drive. Like
I actually don't think it's normal. Yes, it's something that we did, but I actually don't think it's normal. The issue is that because we have back then, I could tell you back then when we used to travel, you know, state lines and countryside and everything, there was still the concept that we really didn't know what, say, Africa looked like. And outside of like Paris, I can't really tell you what Ireland or Scotland looked like. I can't tell you, like, but in this day and age where we have access to even just be online, we never gotta leave our chairs, and we can get many pictures, cafes, shops, people, food, everything. That in this day and age, in 2026, regardless of how long it's been that you could have known this information, people still have the concept in their mind that places like Africa, large continents, many countries, millions of people were still living in that much squalor because they were just not curious.
Because, yeah, well, that's it. It's because of the question. We don't ask the question, right? We will sit back when we're think of this concept when we're having like conversations with people, right? Most people don't get curious enough to ask any type of question.
True.
So how do you understand a thing, right? You're just basically taking in whatever information that somebody's giving you, but you're not questioning any part of it. It's almost be like nobody has any interest in anything.
I'm happy you said that, which is the problem that I'm having with the current society and the current state of affairs of human beings. Because the reason why we got this far is because we questioned and we were curious. The most basic thing for you to be a human being is to be curious. And we're losing that innate thing.
Oh, shit.
The thing that got us this far was always being curious. How does something work? What if I did something to get what I want? What if I did something that can make life easier? What if I could do this? What if I can do? We're no longer curious.
Oh. See, I don't know if that's true, right? Because I'm just kind of like a naturally curious person. But now I'm sitting here thinking about it. The people that I've talked to, are they generally curious about whatever outside of a talking point? Does that make sense?
Well, they're not even curious about the talking point because you know why? They're just regurgitating what they've already heard, what somebody, as you said earlier, Josh, somebody gave to them.
Yeah.
They're not even fact checking it because they're not curious enough to do so.
Huh. Okay, yeah, that might actually, that's kind of disturbing to hear. Yeah, that would be disturbing because that's effectively where I'm going to call it your productivity.
I agree. People are not being productive anymore. They're complaining more than they're actually doing.
That would be the thing. Damn.
And I just have this meant by just watching and listening.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Is tangibility A good answer for that. Get your ass over there. Sit down somewhere.
I don't know, because that's like isn't that kind of like implying that the ability to, like, for example, the ability
feel to have substance within your grasp is what I'm talking about. So to Resla's point, when people get to see these videos and these pictures, sir, you're only seeing videos and pictures. Those videos and pictures don't give you, I guess to me, it don't give you the experience of going these places. So I used to enjoy, I don't like the, I'm gonna put it like this. I didn't enjoy seeing pictures. I enjoy seeing the places. Like if we had a magazine and we was going to California, I was like, well, I want to go to one of these lakes so I can go fishing. You know what I'm saying? A Lake Mead. I can look at the pictures on Lake Mead all goddamn day. I can look at videos on Lake Mead all goddamn day. But it's not the same as when I go there and I get to those beaches, I get to those shores, I get to those bank areas, and I get ready to cast that line in that water. I get a whole different other feel. I get to see, you get to feel the wind on your back, the sun on you, your rays on you. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the difference. Here's the difference.
That's what I'm saying. Tangibility.
No, here's the difference, OG. Because in order for you to be able to get those tangible experiences, you must first already make a decision to be there, right? The issue that I'm having is that you didn't even know you didn't even know the lake existed, and then you saw a magazine that had the picture of the lake, and you saw the lake, and then you were like, you made a conscious decision to actively make movements to get there. There's a difference between that and then someone says something like, "Hey, OG," and you never saw this place. There's a lake and they got great fish, and then you're like, man, fuck that place, because you have no idea what's there. You have to first be curious enough to even wonder why someone would even recommend it to you. Most people are not curious, because if they hear from somebody else, man, I ain't just, they say, why would I want to go to Africa if it looks like this? And then you never even saw Africa yourself. You're gonna take what someone else's personal feelings, and you don't even know the reason why they really don't want to go there. Maybe they ran from home. Maybe like we really don't know.
Yeah, that's the same thing about like fishing trips, right? Wasn't the whole idea, I guess the fun part of fishing trips was to go find the best fishing hole, which pretty much just breaks you down into, you'll go to one place, right? But the fishing, like maybe the fishing wasn't that good that week or something, right? So you go to look for another one. It was discovery. It was your
curiosity that made you want. You didn't just say the watering holes suck. I guess there's no good watering hole. No, you said, I'm still gonna go look for one. I'm curious because I'm curious enough to believe that there's still a good watering hole out there.
Yeah, and that was the thing that caused you to go off into some fucking weird ass places.
Right. It was the not just the curiosity, but it was the excitement of finding something new.
Yeah.
Experiencing something new. And this is why I'm appreciating IShowSpeed, because at his age of only 22, he's experiencing what people have gone through all the way into their 60s and their 80s and they haven't done. And just by him doing it, and we're at a stage of the world, and we have the internet, we are now able to experience things that we didn't even know really existed because we were too busy living off of the propaganda that was given to us. Now we can't hide from it, because now I don't need to be like, damn, I'm never gonna go to Africa. Why? Because I gotta be, we believe the children are our future, and I'm seeing desolate fucking lands and mud houses, and now I can see someone who's young, shaking hands, eating food, dancing with the locals and natives, and I'm like, oh wow, and they speak English. Do we even understand that countries like this, it is on an average that people speak at least 5 different languages? You're here in the U.S. and people can barely get by 2.
Well, they make you have to in the United States, but technically you don't have it because you really don't learn it. They just make you try to remember it, and you never do remember it because they give you the answers to the test in high school. Just gonna keep it real with you.
I hear that, but you know, in order for you to be able, because here's the thing: even when people start talking about like, oh, immigration, you know, like, the best way for you to be able to integrate into anywhere you go is to first know the language. That means there are other people who, because of all the things that they have to learn, are better able to incorporate themselves and integrate into other areas because they've at least taken the time to learn. But yet there are other people, Western nations, that when they go other places, they want everybody else to know their shit, but they're not learning about their culture. So that means you still really won't be, I'm saying not say never, but you will still have a hard time assimilating to the culture that's already there because you can't even speak the language. You don't know the important words.
Duma. Oh, I'm sorry. How you say motherfucker in Vietnamese.
It's something that people just don't think about. And because of the Western first mentality, we think that the rest of the world should bend the knee. But I'm like, you walked into someone else's house. You're the one who's out of place.
Shout out to learning how to swear at people in different languages. I purely recommend it. You will find out the swearing has a very different connotation within the West. We usually just swear for fun or for basic communication, but like, damn, boy, it's a lot more insulting in their culture. Like motherfucker to us just is nothing other than some random name to call somebody, except for
but if you know how to curse in theirs, oh, it hits hard, especially when you're a foreigner. It hits hard.
Yeah, but motherfucker in their language is well, in Vietnamese would be like I fuck your mother, like literally, like that's yeah. I've been into almost a few fights that way. That's what they say. You got to get out there and get the shit beat out of you, right? Like that's how you learn.
I mean, but that's kind of like the whole thing. OG is like, and he's doing something that's waking. I wouldn't even say not necessarily even. There are some of us like Xers and millennials who are also still waking up when they see these things. But I think the people that are waking up the most are his Generation Z, because they were already told what we in our previous generations have told them. Because let's be honest, they grew up in an information age, but do they really use technology the way that we did? They do not.
We'll find out in about 10 years. We will find out if passport validations, or at least are used more often, right? Because travel, like
they're hardly used now.
Well, yeah, that was always the case, but we didn't really measure travel for U.S. citizens as it was, right? We just noticed that right after COVID, there was a spike in passport applications, right? Like, so it was up like 3 or 4 million people, something like that, right? But that number that travel, the people that get outside of the U.S. and go somewhere else to see something else, because it's kind of like the whole point of traveling is you go out in the world.
Generation now. Remember, the American dream, even going into us millennials, was still to own a home. The current American dream, especially for like half of millennials and even Z, is to experience travel. So that's why a lot of people are trying to get their shit.
And see, to me, I look at it the exact opposite. There's a lot of business venues. Here an example. So we're going to talk about, like, let's just say Africa, right? So Nigeria obviously has a really shitty fucking electrical problem. It's not that they don't have electricity. It's just they have the rolling outages, which are apparently caused, right? But if you think about it, in the U.S., right, you kind of, everybody's got like little windmills and weird little things to make generation. Fuck the solar cells, because, Northeast, we don't have that option, right? But if you think about that and you can figure out how to get your hands on like alternators and repurpose them, especially broken ones, repurpose them, right? Now you have a business plan to go to Nigeria and just set up shop. Whether they'll sell or not, I don't know, right? But that's the idea. The idea, the vast majority of most business ventures are based off of getting a product or an idea from one place and then moving it to a different place.
Yeah,
that's it.
But it has to be sustainable in that place for you to get anything from it. You know what I'm saying? So trying to, like, I wouldn't see that as something. I mean, so let me tell you one thing about the United States. Over here, we industrialized the water company, right? Not the public water that I'm talking about. I'm talking about bottles of water. Over there in Africa, they took a simpler system than what we have, sir. Instead of making bottles, they just put it in plastic bags.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing in Southeast Asia. That's actually how they sell most of their alcohol.
Well,
quite literally, you're walking around with like a little almost like a sandwich bag with rice wine in it.
Yeah, but so if you try to do something like that, if you try to go over there and give them a Four Loko product, you're going to lose out over there. First of all, you got to find the material to make the goddamn cans. I have the material shipped over there. That's one process. And then again, you got to go through the process of making the shit and then putting it inside of the can. Still, you're going to lose out. And then the economy is not, again, it's not, we fit for the things that you ain't never noticed, bro. America only pushes what they can grab onto that's financially solvent for them. I mean, we had everything was glass at one time. Did we not? I remember going to my granny house and everything used to be in glass. She didn't buy plastic. Mm-hmm. She didn't believe in plastic. She grew up with glass. But when glass got to the point to where they outlawed it and said that they couldn't make any more glass, or it's hard to make glass because they can't find the right type of sand nowadays. Then they started using other materials that was more financially supported towards them, which was tin, these other metals that they was pulling out of the ground and then pulling over here because they had the industrial structure for it. Yeah, I can understand why everything at one point in time went from glass, went to cans, and then went from, again, then processing what we call processing foods and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Most of now you can put everything inside of plastic bags, people. You just have to put it in glass jars. You understand me? Like this stuff is coming, it goes and it comes and goes, but it's the people and the technology that pushes it. So I don't understand why we'll be trying to use something like this that we'll use over here in the United States for infrastructure that's in Africa.
So that's actually
that wouldn't be smart to me.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a little bit more simpler, right? So the most expensive parts of generating your own electricity is going to be one, the inverter, which you actually don't need in most other countries because their shit is all DC, right? We operate off of AC, so you don't really need the inverter. Probably maybe a buck converter to stabilize things out, but that's about it, right? And that's not really an expensive part. And the other part being the batteries, which that no fault to anybody else's. It's just how batteries are now. They're expensive as shit. Same thing as they would be there. Right. But power generation, right? Forget the solar cells. You just have what they call the Vought turbines. It's basically a wind turbine that you only need like 4 to 6 miles an hour wind at most time, which is roughly a little bit below average for Nigeria. And so Nigeria itself, there's a couple capital cities that kind of look like Kenya, just exactly like this. A little bit more cruder looking, right? Like less colorful paint, but for the most part, huge areas like this, right? You could set up like 30 of these things on top of a building top. They're not expensive to make.
Do you believe that the average American believes that Africa, places like Nigeria, or even like we're seeing here in Kenya,
no, I
even have power?
So throw the link in the back chat. That's probably, I think, what most people think of Africa as an entirety. But we've been sold a bill of goods on that because that's the idea that was pitched to us. Remember back in the 90s, the whole starving Ethiopian, right?
That's what I was saying.
That's the idea that was
still being held.
Yes, because we went through a period where we were like, oh, we got to feed the Africans, right? That was on our TV at every fucking PBS broadcasting that was out there.
Man, see, this is where we get there. This is where, now I'm gonna be honest with you, Josh. Until you put that what you call it in the back, this is what threw me off about this conversation. You would want me to believe, bro, that people would look at that picture that you put in the back and think that's all Africa, bro.
I believe the vast majority of people
honestly, I think the vast majority of people believe this is what Africa looks like. And by the way, this is the kind of stuff that we also saw just took place, not even Africa. We saw
this system
place
is working, bro.
Well, we saw this happen in Haiti.
See, I can't. I always been pushed back on this, bro. So that's why I'm saying the stuff that I'm saying. Like, even when I'm be honest with you, even when I seen Spoon talk about this, I was over there saying the same goddamn thing, and I was still getting pushed back on it, bro. Like, and I don't understand it, bro. When I literally see the trash and everything, man, this goddamn dog is getting on my nerves, pisses me off. When I'm looking at these pictures, bro, and I'm looking at everything that people seen it, and people say they didn't been over there, but they never seen all this other stuff. They never seen all the good roads. They never seen all the infrastructure. They didn't see no mini mansions. Only thing they seen was trash every goddamn well, and all this right here.
Well, now
Lord
that
Jesus.
That part's going to be a little bit more more accurate. The idea of the trash, right? So when you talked about the simplicity of that plastic bag holding the water, right? Like that's how they carry it around, right? That plastic bag is going to eventually end up on the ground. That is just a commonplace. The abundance of trash on the side of the road or the side of, sidewalks and things like that. The poorer that a country, the more common that becomes, right? But that doesn't speak to the buildings themselves, right? You're going to find skyscrapers. You'll find more skyscrapers outside of the U.S. than you will inside the U.S. I can show you, let's say, photos of Thailand, right? Where every fucking building is a glass skyscraper. And that just happens to be unique. Most people don't put that much fucking glass on a building. They do. I have no idea why. I guess they like looking at the fucking forest or some shit, right? But the idea of skyscrapers are actually a lot more common than most people would think. If you were to actually see photographs of, say, Kenya, or in this case, Nairobi, this where IC Speed is at right now, right? That place, even that skyline back there is actually kind of null for skyscrapers. They have a shitload more there.
So what are you saying about it, though? That's the part that's throwing me off.
I'm saying nothing is I guess the talking point here is mostly when you hear a name of a place, you automatically have some pre-built idea of what that place looks like, right? And it's usually never true.
Okay, so this is the part that's throwing me off about what you keep on saying, Josh. Are you talking to Resla's point, or are you talking against his point, bro?
No. Both of them. Believe it or not, two things can be true. So, like the idea that trash is everywhere, that's actually very common throughout the globe, right? Especially like the more like the lower the GDP, the more often you're going to find like huge amounts of piles of garbage on the side of the road. People just willy-nilly dump shit wherever the hell
we literally have. Oh Lord.
Right.
But that doesn't. Is we had that same shit here, and we don't do that. But what you're doing is doing the same thing that me and Resla keep on speaking about. You're literally doing it. You would sit here and tell us that all of this stuff that they said, bro.
So
Lord,
Kenya,
what you're going to say, so I can finish what I'm going to say.
Here, the idea, if you were to look at Kenya's streets, right, you would actually find a lot more garbage, and I do meaning a lot more than you would say within the United States on the side of the road. Matter of fact, it starts to get even worse as you go from between one city to a next, right? But that's also the same as if you would have came to Southeast Asia, right? The idea of the amount of garbage buildup is actually a little bit higher above most places within the world. Whereas in the United States, yes, we have some places that have property where people just willy-nilly decide to turn it into a garbage dump, right? But it ain't like that. It'll be something different. But now on the flip side, we're also not like living in the rest of the world's not living in mud huts, right? They actually have more skyscrapers outside of the United States than they do inside. Which is weird for Kenya. Like if you're looking at Kenya, usually skyscrapers, like the density population, that goes with smaller regions, whereas Kenya, Nigeria, all of these, they actually have, they have more land available that they can spread out and build. They just don't. They group together a little bit more.
So are you saying don't believe everything that they show you?
Never believe. Yeah, never believe your own preset notion of anything. Be real surprised.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, bro. I ain't never. I'm trying to let you make it. What are you saying when it comes to what Resla is talking about when he's saying people are perceiving these places to be exactly what you saying they are in the back, but it's exactly not. But then you come on here and then you tell us don't believe what Resla's saying. These places ain't like that. What they are is dirty. Like what the fuck you just put in the back. You're doing exactly what he's talking about. So explain to us where am I off at with this? You keep
two things can be true at the same time.
Bro. Josh, stop, bro. Stop with this. Two things can be right at one time. Stop with that, please, just for a second, bro. I don't need you to try to confuse my mind with some stuff. Just talk about what Resla was talking about. Your point is, and I get it. Just let me make sure I'm right on this. You're talking the opposite of what Resla's talking about. You're telling us don't look at the skylines, don't look at all this stuff, this clean place they got. The clean places you see is some out there, but the rest of their shit is fucking dirty. Is that what you're telling us, sir?
Yes, there's huge.
That's
so
my
like
point.
In the concept,
now, Resla, can you please explain your point? Because I think we're lost in this conversation. I don't get why we're lost in this conversation. Resla, what are you talking about?
That the majority of people will turn around and say the thing that you're talking about, Josh, I did the swaps or all this trash everywhere. They won't even take a look to see if there's any cities because they will believe that particle that you put in the back that is all of Africa.
Yeah. That's the thing.
That there is no place that's civilized in Africa.
Yeah. Now, this one that's in the back, right? This is the whole. God damn! Do you remember, like in the 90s, right? Eat all the food on your plate, or there's starving kids in Africa. Like that was a whole fucking stereotype that was taught to us. Why we should eat all the food on our plate? Right?
The issue is in this day and age because we're no longer living in that time. We are in a highly large information age, and there are people who still think like this.
What? To be fair, I don't think they were starving even back then, right? They just kind of figured out that was the thing that our parents said to us. Is
that the sentiment for most people?
No. I believe most people don't care enough to be, as you said before, curious enough to see what it could possibly be like.
There we go. Now we getting somewhere. So why? So the question I asked and posed was, why do you think people are doing that? Because I asked you earlier, it seemed like that's exactly what you're doing.
Well, no, because there's always now here's the kicker, right? Two things can be true at the same time, right? That image that's in the background there, right? Like that's actually a real image, right? That's not AI created, right? But it is based on the concept of a sales pitch, right? Donate to charity, help the next man, right? Christianity did this like horribly, right? They had the tax write-offs because the government gave subsidies for basically, I don't know, fucking donating tractors and shit, right? There was always a sales pitch that was there that had nothing to do with the reality of what it was, right? But now,
I'm happy that you say that, right?
Yeah, but now if you look
let me ask you this: as someone who's traveled like yourself, right? Especially, would you believe that if people were to sit there and think about what does the U.S. look like, do you think they're thinking about small towns, rural areas, the suburbs, or are they mainly thinking about cities? What do you think? What do you think is the image of America?
I think most people's image of America is whatever they see on mainstream media, which is going to be like New York City, L.A., right? And I can't think of any fucking place other than New York City that looks like New York City. Maybe Chicago at a smaller level, but more dense housing.
So to go back to OG's point, yes, there can be articles and things like that. As you're saying, the two things can be true. But the problem is that unless people actually mention things like, hey, there are both ends, that's not what's being propagated. What's generally getting pushed out is this one or the other, not two things. And unfortunately, even if you do see that trash in that area for that article, how often do you think people are running into that trash compared to how they are when they're living in those cities? Very few and in between. The same way how people who only live along coastal areas or the borders of this country will rarely fucking understand what's going on in their own country because they don't travel through it. That was the point that I made. That's the point that OG has been on. So when we put up things like articles like this, we need to say, hey, did you know, rather than say, hey, have you ever seen Africa? And then highlight all this other shit and how people actually are living, and then say, now take a look at this picture. Would you believe that that's actually in Africa? What can we do to get rid of this so it can look like more of what what Africa actually is, rather than look at this look at this trash. That's all of Africa.
Oh, because that's an easy answer. Oh, because I don't want to feed U.S. citizens ideas of going to let me go through a half the countries in Africa, right? I don't want U.S. citizens going to Nigeria. I don't want U.S. citizens going to Somali. Shout out maybe to Somaliland soon. I don't know, right? But there is always a reason why you wouldn't give that information.
Any thoughts to that, OG?
Oh Lord, I can't even speak on that. I don't even get that. But let me ask you something. You mentioned something that kind of threw me off there for a second. Why did you mention New York City and California as if them like that was the highlight of a city? What is the most beautiful city in the United States right now?
Oh fuck, it's gonna be South. But it's subjective, right? But it's gonna be because my idea of like beauty is gonna be a shit ton of trees, right? Which is gonna be rural America. Right, and unless you're gonna bring up Central Park, right? But fuck, too many goddamn people. Well, not right now. It's cold, right? But you know, like that would be the idea. But now, if you're into that whole impressive, like big ass tall skyscrapers, where like when you're walking down the street, you got neck cramps because you're constantly looking up. Yeah, I'd tell fuckers to go to New York City. Hope your neck falls off.
As much as I would like to say it's New York City, for what I have seen and what people have actually said as well, I would have to give it to Seattle. Seattle looks pretty damn good.
Fucking commies. I don't like and I'm biased, and that's the whole point, right? See, I consider Washington to be like Commie-ville Central. But then again, I would say almost the same thing about Houston and Dallas and Texas, right?
But you notice what you did there, right? Commieville. What does that have to do with aesthetics? The question what OG asked, what would
this is where they got him sitting at.
Beautiful. Yeah, because there is
real quick. Give me 1 second, Josh. This is where they got him sitting at. Number one, San Francisco, California, is known for its iconic Golden Bridge and his stunning Bay View. That's the one. Then they got Charleston, Carolina, famous for his historical agriculture and charming streets. And then it has Savannah, Georgia. It has Seattle, Washington, where Resla just got through saying New Orleans, Louisiana, Boston, Massachusetts, yes. Austin, Texas. That's one place I was going to go ahead and mention, because if you look up any place, it's the infrastructure, it's the stuff that they got around and how they put it together. Most of these, you know why they ain't got New York City and all them places? Because it's a grid, nigga. You know why they ain't got most of these other places? Because that shit is blocked. It's not. Some of these places, again, this is what I was saying when it comes to what people look at it, how people perceive things, right? You would have people believe and think that New York or Hollywood is these places and all these other little spots. You know, bro, they literally got things I heard that literally show you what the goddamn area is supposed to. Everything is functioning a certain way. Everything goes together, it flows together. But most of these places are the same.
There's a sales pitch for that. So an example is again, it's January, right? So we just did the ball drop. So a shit ton of people on the other side of the planet were watching the ball drop in Times Square. And that's what people associate with America.
No. See, here's the thing. When I was trying to be very specific when OG asked the most beautiful. If you would have asked me what's the most famous, I would have said New York. But when he asked for the aesthetics of beauty,
yes, beauty. I'm looking at how the buildings is built.
If you're asking what's the most famous, I would say New York. If you ask what's the most beautiful, the only thing I could think of was Seattle.
See, and I hate to say this, right? But most people. Now, I would have said green, right? So I would have said, yeah, fuck yeah, to Louisiana, right? Fucking shout out to that place. damn good food. I actually like some of the architecture. Whereas the concept of what is pretty to other people, believe it or not, the vast majority of the world, they want to believe that beauty is the big skyscrapers, right? But from their mind is those big skyscrapers are clean, right? They're not the grayish look, right? In their mind, there's color to them and things like that. So that's what people generally going to associate with, at least to the rest of the world. That's what they're going to be associated. They're also going to be associated with the idea of beauty is a lot of people living together, right? And so they're going to have these apartments, and out on the balcony, there's going to be the flowers and the trees, right? When it's not usually that way, but that's what people think. And that's what they're going to associate with the pretty, right? But it's going to be usually within dense populations. The same thing with Africa, right? The thing that makes Kenya or this photo look so fucking nice is because pretty colors, large buildings, high density, right? And because it with, at least from our perception, is densely populated people, we have this concept of neighbors, aka neighborhoods with us, right? Where we associate people are going to be, they're going to view people as the same as us. At least the culture, the treatment of the house, the pride of, where you live in, you're going to take care of it. The idea is completely, how they come to that perception is based on their culture, their lifestyle compared to ours. It's not going to be the same. But that's how they're going to measure. You measure by what you know. Now, if you ask me, I like fucking trees, right? But I don't like people, so I don't like dense population.
You do like fucking trees.
I do like, you fucking dick. So, like, I would say Louisiana, right? And I'd also even speak up on the architectural down there because, fucking French Quarters was a little bit weird, right? It's not something we'd have normally throughout the rest of America. Shout out to their graves, too. Even the fucking decrepit ones falling apart. It's just kind of cool looking. Some people would call that creepy, maybe, right? Me, I'm not really afraid of dead people so much. I mean, they're dead. But to me, that's gorgeous. Fuck Silicon Valley, right? When you start getting into places that, it's not in my best interest to advertise fucking Silicon Valley. Fuck San Francisco. Fuck them commie bastards. Fuck the West Coast for sure, right? It's inherently, it's like a sense of competition, right? I don't really want people going to New York City, right? Fuck that place, right? But, it is my state, right? So there's the reasons, there's grounding in why you would not want to speak well of an area. That's always ingrained and built into it, right? Not come to America as a whole. Fuck no, there's places in America. Fuck you bastards, right? I almost want to talk shit about the rednecks down south, except for it's kind of my mentality. So I like those people. Hence why I like Louisiana and not like New York City. We all have those ingrained biases to us. And that's the thing that keeps that stereotype going.
To me, it sounds like it's certain people that's doing it, bro. Because if me and Resla can have the same mindset on understanding that what is perceived and pushed upon you is not reality when you go to these places. That's why the man is telling us to travel. And he's not even saying he didn't even go to the point of saying go to Africa, go to these other places. If you got money to go there and you gonna do all that, we was keeping it straight toward the United States and then use an example of Africa because this is what we see Speed doing, right? Bringing opening people's eyes to different stuff that they didn't believe that was there. And even people in the stream is saying, like Resla said, didn't know that they even had this type of stuff. You look at Kenya, everything that you just got through talking about what made these cities great, they might have a place. Obviously they got it because we didn't see a lot of trash on the ground. We didn't see a lot of everything that you showed in the back. So obviously they got some type of sanitation company that's coming around picking up trash. Obviously they got the same concepts that we got over here in the United States, running water, running pipes. I'm saying water features. I'm saying everything else. They got everything that we need. So I can see that city growing. I can see that city looking the way it's supposed to look because it has everything that we have here in the United States.
Yeah,
Kenya.
Kenya.
The issue with that, OG, is that with a lot of people's minds, especially if they already come from a first world, area, is that if it's not already there, then it's trash. Not what it could be, exactly how their nations became, but if it's not already there, then it's trash. And that's a terrible mindset, especially because they want to, especially when they say they want to leave.
It is, but what I'm saying is to Josh made a good point. People will build shit, and on the conditions of those people not keeping their shit up, that shit go to trash. He's fucking right. That's everything. But again, here's something in the United States that we have perfected. We might have some fucked up ass bridges. We might have some fucked up ass streets. But again, when we build shit, we come back and we at least clean the shit. You don't see a lot of trash in some of these populated cities that Josh is talking about. He's right about this stuff. That's what I'm saying. And I'm using that same thing that he's saying, and I'm applying it to what I'm seeing on this screen, not what we're looking at right now, these ladies, and what he may about to tell him about whatever they cooking. I'm talking about where they were just over there playing soccer at, where the motherfucking streets is clean, where they got water features, light posts outside, cameras every goddamn where they got everything we got over here. Why is that? Because they got everything that we use to make sure that stuff stay functional. They have people that's coming around picking up trash. Now, obviously, there's no trash company or no type of ordinance or anything in that place that Josh got in the back. Them niggas just literally come outside, pissing shit, throw shit on the ground. Am I right, Josh? And the shit
within that actually that's kind of a town. Yes, within that town, that's exactly what it is.
You see what I'm saying? So they don't have nobody coming through there, 4 or 5 people every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning picking up trash. They don't have this, you know what I'm saying? They ain't burning this shit. They ain't salvaging. No, not salvaging, but covering this shit up or putting it in the ground, turning it into methane gas like we do over here and powering certain places up. You see what I'm saying? Like they have this type of stuff that they can, if somebody, this structure, this foundation that we set over here that we use because of we didn't got to a point to where even when it comes to just picking up the trash thing, we used to do the same thing that they doing. We see that didn't work. We tried a different method. We see that they didn't work. And then as we kept on going, technology kept on growing, we get to a point to where we use everything and we don't let nothing go. That's the whole thing of making stuff reusable, stuff that can sustain for the human being, right? In the United States. We turn our gas and we, instead of letting the methane gas float in the earth like they basically doing right now, because that's all it is methane gas, but we capturing that shit. We burn it off. We use it to turn turbines. You see what I'm saying? Instead of using the wind power, which we know only generates a certain amount of watts. You know what I'm saying? Even when you talk about, Josh, I wanted to talk to you about that DC shit and that AC. That's different, bro. You would never think that a windmill will be able to power a whole air conditioner. Don't give a fuck how big that windmill is. You put on top of your house, they ain't gonna be able to power the whole function of new technology that we have today. You ain't gonna be able to charge your phone up, get on it, everything. Just my one room in here right now, I won't even be able to power that with a goddamn. And believe me, I know because
I beg to differ. Unless you're
no.
There is the one exception.
I'm not talking about a thick ass. I'm talking about a wind turbine that's on top of the house. I'm talking about the stuff that I push out. Most of this equipment that I'm using right now, just the lights that I have in this room, sir, with my computer and this little bitty fan. I'm telling you.
No, motherfucker, you got a grow house, right? You're eating up your electricity bill.
No,
right?
Plus but listen to what I'm saying, though, bro. We talking about
literally just in his room.
Just my room. I'm not talking about everything else.
Oh, no.
I won't be able to power nothing like that. You know, I would literally have to go get a big generator to try to power up a 1,000 caressing watt light. Come on,
you absolutely can.
Lord Jesus, this nigga.
I will show you how easy it is. However, there are limitations to it, right?
I know it is. That's the point that I'm talking about, bro. Like that's exactly what I'm saying, bro.
Let's agree to disagree on that part because like we're really falling far from the point that we're trying to make.
Yeah, it's
the point is really on perception.
It's the sales pitch on a location. Pick any fucking name that you want, right? Paris, Egypt, right? Wherever it is, right? You're gonna have a preconceived notion of what that place looks like in your mind. And then when you get off the plane, if you actually go there, you get off the plane, right? It looks pretty different. That's always been the case, right? But I think the bigger point is the concept of the curiosity. That's the bigger detriment to society. The fact that you would be willing to accept the mental picture that was put in your mind to a place versus being at least curious enough for at least Google image search a place, right? That's the detriment right there. Because if you're not at least curious, what the fuck are you doing here? What are you doing anywhere, to be honest with you? And I say that costs productivity, right? Because that's where business is generated, right? Like that's the thing.
I mean, but by the way, OG, this is the reason why. This is the reason why I asked also the question to Josh. But the point I made before is that when you ask other people outside the United States, what do they think the country looks like? They only think of all the prominent areas. And if you think about it, all those prominent areas are what? Sanctuary cities. But there's so much land here.
Well, sanctuary cities because of the news cycle, right?
No, people want to come over to sanctuary cities because they are known as the staple, the hallmark of what America looks like.
Oh, really? Because I'm pretty much sure
we just finished going through it. When people think about the U.S., they think of California, they think of Seattle, they think of Washington D.C., they think about the Capitol, they think about New York City, they think about Miss Liberty. These are the things that they think about. They don't think about fucking Alabama.
Yeah, that's because nothing shows up in Alabama from the fucking media. Take your VPN, turn it on to just some other fucking random place on planet Earth, right? And leave that bitch running for about a month, and then click your Google News on. See what?
Here's the issue. When I think of China, I think of Wuhan, but I also think of Shanghai, and I also think of Hong Kong. I think of multiple areas. I don't just think that one thing and that's it, and that's the thing. I think that there are farmlands in the U.S. I think most people don't think that there's farmlands in the U.S.
Oh shit, fucking Dakota. Nothing but miles and miles and miles of cornfields, and about every I don't know.
No one thinks
50 miles you find a tree.
People outside do not think that there's deserts in the U.S.
Yeah, how fucking hot is it there?
Fucking hot.
Well, I was trying to think what the record was, but I can't even think now, right? Because I'm not going there. Fuck that shit.
But the perception, and this is why it's very important, perception of what is easily can be learned about is just not even thought about anymore because curiosity is gone. So it is amazing when I see a young 22-year-old boy who decides, man who decides to travel, and yet there are people who are older than him who are like, holy shit, Africa looks like this? Holy shit. It's like you could have known that a long time ago. I mean, there was a streamer who was crying because he's like, I can't believe Africa look like this. I didn't want to go there because I was thinking all this, and I've got family that came from Africa, whatever. I just don't want to go there. And now I'm like, oh my God, I was looking at Speed Stream and they had the drums and the food and the culture and everything. And I'm thinking, I just totally fucked things up because I had an opportunity to go and I didn't. And I mean, that man is balling. Because he was so propaganda, there ain't shit going on.
Don't go to Africa. The views of this channel, fuck Resla, right? He's a traitor. Don't travel to Africa.
Well, first of all, don't trust the man who ran from his country several times.
Oh, motherfucker.
USA. Nigga, you know what it is.
At the end of the day, I'm still your countryman. We can't say anything about this guy.
Oh no, Kenya's actually highly developed. Like this is pretty much like the gold star of Africa. At least Nairobi would definitely be, right. But I guess I don't know. Like Africa's a mixed bag. It's got every fucking thing to it. Same thing with the U.S. I always thought that was normal. Like there was a mixed bag. I never sat down and think that. But see, I don't know. I've been doing this since I was like 19 years old, so I never thought any other way. I don't know. I only know that the vast majority of people think what they think about a region based off of TV. I used to say, like in the 90s, I would almost have said, like, you know, whatever was on movies or something. Mostly because a lot of questions that I have or that are asked of me about Americans are usually based off of like a culture that they believe that, you know, movies are right. But now
even the movies
that news media is a big thing, but that's the same thing with like what's in the background, right? That was NGOs, charity groups, right? All trying to get us to donate to something so that they could, I guess, I don't know, fund it over to Africa, whatever, which that was a really big thing back in the 90s. I don't know what happened. Starved. I guess the UN got involved in.
Or
whatever.
maybe it was never that serious, but just let me make this example, right? What if it's not even, this is the problem about perception. What if something is not even under the reference of being poor? So maybe it has nothing to do with starving Africans, right? But what if what if the common conception due to media, due to movies, is that you can't trust any person who's white because they're all colonizers? Hey, you can't trust. Isn't that the story that's been pushed out? Go look at your Romans.
Yeah, I am
Americans. Go look.
I embrace white supremacy.
But at the same time, go look at the stereotype that gets pushed on to say Hispanics. Are they all smoking, drinking, shooting in the air? Fucking no. But look at the stereotype that gets pushed off of black people. Are all black people singers, and drug dealers,
bums, drug dealers? Yeah.
But perception is a bitch, especially when it keeps being shoved down people's throats. Unfortunately, here's the thing. You have something called the internet, and it is global. But people are no longer curious for the truth. How long was the joke being made that Asian women's vaginas are vertical instead of horizontal instead of vertical?
I don't know. I had that to I had to hear for the tea.
But you had to find out yourself, didn't you? But you had to find out yourself, didn't you? All right.
No. I was already married, right? And I was convincing. I think it was 2 years ago. I had here for the tea. Well, it was basically on a panel. We was discussing it, and she said, "I don't understand why everybody thinks Asian women are so great, right?" And that was the excuse that I threw out there for no other reason than I was just going to fuck with her mind, and I don't know why she believed it. I guess because she had never heard me shit talk up until that point, right? So I don't know.
The fact of the matter is that when you hear if you hear something too often, it is up for you to find out yourself. Don't just fall into the status quo.
Yeah, don't go to Africa.
And don't leave the U.S. like some people.
Yeah. Well, now that one I technically agree with, right? Just to be fair. Well, at least don't come to Southeast Asia. There's got to be something better than here, but no, Asia ain't it. Venezuela's looking for investors. You guys are, more than welcome to go there.
I have no reason to be there.
They the other American. So I don't.
No.
They're South America. That's what I don't know why people be acting like that, bro. Bro, my eyes work, bro. I don't care what nobody else say. People be tripping, bro. I know how to look at a map. I know how to distinguish how far Venezuela is, nigga, from Brazil, nigga. All the rest of that, but you know you can drive there from the United States, nigga. You ain't.
Sure.
You ain't gotta take no plane or no boat, nigga. You can drive there. Why people talking about it like it's inaccessible? Nigga, this ain't you ain't going to England, you ain't going to China, you ain't going to Australia.
And this is why
you want to go to Canada, you want to go to South America or Mexico, nigga, drive.
No, but
it's that simple.
Real. Hey, OG, how many people? Let's just go there. How many people just struggle across the board? I'm American. Are you North American? Are you United States? Like what? I'm American. Do you understand? Like America, the U.S. has not captured the entire continent, right? You know, there's Canada, you know, like there's Mexico, you know, and there's the U.S. in between. Like, you're American does not mean you took the entire continent. This is why I'm laughing when OG said it. You could easily just look at a map.
To be fair, Canada ain't shit, right? Bunch of fucking cold
Whether
bastards,
it ain't shit,
right?
it exists. Whether it ain't shit, it doesn't matter. It exists.
Not America. You can go see Canada. Just go to like say Niagara, right, and just look across, right. You'll see all you want of Canada. That's the entirety of Canada. There's nothing more to it than that. Shout out to Alberta. I hope to God we're taking that over because Alberta is fucking awesome for camping and hunting. Shout out to Alberta.
What would you know? You don't live here.
I've been to Alberta. I used to. That was my family vacation growing up.
You mean you vacation?
You travel? Yeah, you vacation.
Yeah.
Like
Alberta, believe it or not, is you as a U.S. citizen can carry your firearms into Canada. Now, you can't take a handgun, right? You can't take an AR. They have a limitation, right? But the vast majority of your hunting bolt action rifles, shotguns, things like that, Alberta is fucking awesome hunting. I think it's pretty good fishing, but I don't know. I was into hunting, not fishing, right? But they have like a lot of campsites, a lot of rivers, and I guess rainbow trout is their thing. I have no idea. But fucking hunting is awesome, right? And you can take your guns and invade that country.
Yeah, hunting is so fun so long as the animals can't fight back, right?
You goddamn right? Because the moment that fucking bear can fight back, I ain't hunting it no more. Fuck you. I ain't hunting fucking wild boar for the same goddamn reason. I can't. I'm not as young as I used to be, right? I can't climb a tree that fucking fast. And I can't trust OG to fucking cap for me, right? Because he's going to laugh while the thing's fucking chasing me and I'm screaming like a little girl trying to get up the damn tree, right? I can't trust him to shoot the bastard, save my dignity.
You thinking the wrong way with that, brother.
Oh, I know OG's going to fucking... No, OG ain't going to save me, right? He's going to let me sweat it out and scream like a little girl for a little while.
I'm going to say, you thinking of that the wrong way. You would be looking at somebody else. Now, somebody else on the squad gonna do that to you. I wouldn't even do that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know where to hit their ass at, nigga. I'm gonna put them down just so I can get the meat. See, because if I kill it, it's mine. It's not yours. You see what I'm saying? So I'm always going for the
rules.
Well, don't worry, sir. You'll be eating a shit-covered fucking boar, right? Because I will be shitting myself the entire time I'm trying to climb that tree and get away from that fucking thing.
You wouldn't have to climb the tree. I know where to hit them niggas that put them down quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like any other animal. If you just shoot in places, shooting everywhere, you're gonna look stupid. You gotta understand what you're doing, bro, when you're going hunting. Now, you say we're going hunting. I'm not about to let nothing get to you. I'm gonna put it down before it get to us because I'm trying to make it into something. Turn into some gravy, goddammit. I don't know what you're talking about. We're going out there, we come back successful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for the success. I'm not there to play no game. You bet off with me, brother. I'm telling you right now. We're gonna get the job done.
I'm not going to hunt with you because I know how we're going to turn around, right? My humiliation will get recorded and broadcasted on YouTube.
Oh, I hope you know it's going to get posted that very day.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't really take no camera with me. I need to start taking cameras with me.
I do. That shit will be right on my GoPro. I'll post that shit so quickly.
I would do it. So, like, that's why I'm assuming you're going to do it. Can't trust brothers. You just can't. Y'all can have them, right? I'm divorcing the family. Shout out to you, mama. If you're watching. If we could just put both of y'all into the same body, right, make you one person, then you'd be perfect, right? But you two separately, no. Hell no. Y'all not trustworthy, right? I'm going to starve to death if I have to go fucking hang out with Resla, right? Because he's a little bastard fucking eating that, I don't know, box of wine and shitty-ass cheese from New York City, right? If I want to go eat real food, I'm going to go hang out with OGs, right? But on the flip side of it, right, OG lives out.
You understand. Like, OG knows I'm just as capable of taking down an animal. I'm just not good at cleaning it.
Yeah,
I have
that's
no
when I
problem
come in.
splitting profits. I'll hit an animal with no problem.
I'm not buying Resla taking out no fucking nothing bigger than a street rat with his hatchet, right? That's
And
that's
don't forget
the crossbow,
my bolts. Don't forget my
Yeah,
arrows.
bro. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say, you got a crossbow, bro. Don't you got a crossbow?
he got a crossbow. Would probably take him like 3 minutes
Sir.
to crank the damn thing.
OG, wait till I show you the bolt gun I want. Woo.
Yeah,
Wait
that's
till
what
you
I'm
see
saying,
it.
bro. You don't understand. This nigga got power behind this shit, bro. So he good. He ain't out here pulling the sick. He said he ain't out. One time I heard Resla say he out here going hunting and he pulling a 60 pounder. Now he ain't say none of that, bro. So I'm thinking he going out there with something that's gonna be able to take an animal down. I'm there for the butcher. Now I know Resla know how to cook, so we can come together on the season. That's on the thing I'm saying. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We gotta make it work, Josh. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't trust New York Cityers to cook. I just don't. Right? I just don't.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just biased towards city people.
They king of the street meat, nigga. They cook rat, nigga, on the side of the butcher counter. That shit be fire. So what you talking about? They don't know how to season. You tripping. Nigga, shit.
I don't know. I don't even know how this man over here can sit there talking about he don't trust people that talking about that street meat, but he'll eat that coon.
Yeah, that coon be popping. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, coon be popping. I mean, y'all slacking on that bush meat. See, bush meat and street meat is two different things. Street meat is rat, cat, dog. Bush meat, raccoon. You know what I'm saying? You get your little possum. You know what I'm saying? And all that rabbit. You know, it's bush meat. It's different. But it's all good.
So I gotta ask you, what's wrong with the stereotype that's getting projected here?
Well, I don't know yet. With the infrastructure shit, it's definitely untrue. But I don't know what she making in this pot that's all white.
Don't know, but this is what he's talking about.
Even in the concept with us communicating with each other, right? So like we all know Resla ain't got nothing but a fucking ratchet. He probably ain't cranking no. He probably go out there and fire his crossbow like maybe, I don't know, 5 times before he decides he's getting too lazy to run that crank on that damn thing. Yeah. Right. And then OG ain't nothing but OG ain't nothing but a damn drug dealer. What the hell?
Hey, check this out.
Let
his man's rifle jam up and watch him piss himself. That's all that's left.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. See, that's the difference between me and Josh. Cause nigga, I don't own one. I'm about to go get me a rifle. But my ACP ain't never jammed up. My 44 definitely ain't never jammed up. You already know how many bullets a 44 hold. Don't really hold that. So I'm gonna drop that on the ground. I'm gonna drop that on the ground.
My bow and arrow jamming up.
I'm gonna pull out that. I'm gonna take that ACP with that strap to the side. I got 2 handguns on my legs. Oh, I'm good. So Josh might run out. I'm not. I'm be honest. I'm gonna be straight. I got some monkey nuts on one of these motherfuckers.
To be fair, if you talking about hunting,
if I need to drop that, I got a hatchet in the K-bar for you.
No, I'm not. I got 2 pistols that I'm gonna carry with me on my legs. I'm gonna have me a rifle, and I'm gonna have me some type of automatic. So that way, I'll be all right. Y'all, you never know. I'm secure. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna make sure I'm safe.
I'm not gonna lie, right? If we talking about going hunting, right, I'm gonna show up with a bolt, which is gonna carry maximum 5 rounds in it, anyways, right? So I'm gonna run out of ammo pretty fucking fast, right?
Yeah,
whereas fucking John Wayne over here with the fucking double 6-shooter that he's got, right? He's gonna have like at least 10, 15 more rounds than I am, right? So we get to shoot out.
It's 17 in the clip, sir.
Son of a bitch.
And that's just for the handgun. I just told you. I didn't say I got gorillas. I said I had a monkey nut on that bitch. That's just an extendo clip on the ACP. So how many rounds do you think that extendo hold on the ACP?
I don't know what's on the extended clip.
Okay, it's a 50. So that's at least 50 that I got with me that I just hold it just in case something go down.
Fucking Christ, this bastard is ready for World War III, right?
No, I'm not, bro, because there's other people in the chat, bro, that when I say the little stuff that I got, they got way better stuff than I got, and they're going to come well prepared. What I'm saying is just to go on a hog hunt, like I didn't explain to people before, you're going to have a pistol on you because of that case you just got through saying something running towards you. If I can't hit you with the shotgun, if I got bird shot the shotgun, what good is that going to do against a goddamn motherfucking me hog that's running at me? No, bro, I need to lay that nigga down. So what I'm gonna do is just rotate that goddamn ACP around my body because it's on the scrap, and I'm like, big shots.
Sir, I got a hand crossbow, one hand, as well as the one that I want to go for, which is an assault crossbow. It's shaped like an AR, and it's got 18 shots.
Yeah, I know when to drop a gun, bro, and pull out the gun that's necessary to need to be done, but I know how to put a gun on my back or put it on my side so that way I can get to it with quickness. And if push come to shove, if it jam up or anything, I drop it and I go for my service. I go for the thing that's on my hips. And I pull it out and I go ahead and, because that right there don't come with no, well, the ones that we got, it don't have no safety on it. So, you know, it's just straight lock and go. You know what I'm saying? You already ready to go. I got one in the chamber at all time.
Yeah, don't go hunting with me. Don't go hunting with me. I'm the Barney Fife.
It's getting that close. I'm already getting my knives ready.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Like, but Josh, you go ahead and run up that tree and leave me on the ground to get mauled. Of course, that's what you was going to do. But that's what you, brother. You know what I'm saying? He don't even think at the end he just gonna let me get ate the fuck up because he want to climb up a tree. He ain't want to help me shoot the motherfucker, but that's okay. Let's see what else is going on.
I'll be right there. We just filming him the entire time because he's grabbing onto that bark and screaming like a little girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, told you somebody. Did I say somebody was gonna let? See, I'm mad at you because you ran up the tree. Right, let's see what else Speed showed on here, bro. Because I don't want to.
Tommy King.
What's Ugali?
Boy, I know this nigga had to take all type of shots.
Wow, really?
No, seriously, bro. That's one thing I learned about looking at people that go across to these different places. That's the first thing that they always say, bro, is when they went over there, bro, they had to take some type of shots or something, bro, because they caught some type of, you know what I'm saying, stomach, like nothing, you know, something they couldn't pass. They passed over there. Yeah, they had to, yeah, bro, because that shit is, they not used to that type of shit over there, bro. Their bodies ain't, it's just like you trying to do something that your body not used to. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person that's a pescatarian or something like that, nigga, you ain't ate shit for 30 fucking years, and then you go eat that shit, bro, your body gonna get a jolt out of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm afraid to touch a pork chop.
When the last time you ate pork, Resla?
No, I'll eat bacon. Sometimes I'll even eat like ham if it's like a holiday time. But I haven't touched a pork chop in, I gotta say, over 15 years for sure. I just haven't touched a pork chop in a very, very long time.
That's the whole fact, B-Baller. That shit don't even look. I mean, the presentation looked player with the plate, B-Baller, but yeah, it looked like a whole plate of dong sitting. Yeah, dong sitting there. Ain't gonna lie to you. That shit look crazy. That little green thing, I don't even know what that is. But I mean, it got a nice presentation. I mean, shit.
I thought is it actually good?
So just so people can know, so ugali is very dense, but it says it is a stiff porridge or dough made from different kind of corn, wheat, flour, and milk. Sorry, flour and water, not milk. And yeah, apparently that's just what it is. So that's why he said it tastes kind of like flour is what he said, because that's pretty much it is.
Nigga, go in your house right now, add some goddamn flour and some goddamn cookie, nigga, and tell me what it tastes. That shit trash like a motherfucker. You gotta add some sugar and all type of shit to flour, nigga. That shit gonna be trash. I don't know,
maybe they did. I don't know what they put there.
I don't know if we don't know what they, but this nigga
exactly. He's the only one out of place. He's the only one dripping. Everybody else is good. But he is sweating.
That nigga need an air conditioner. That guy need to come back to the United States.
He do not belong.
That is crazy, son. I keep on looking at everybody like, why is everybody over here is not sweating? This is the only nigga that's space sweating on the bitch too. Any of this stuff that you've been saying with him, have he been did he connect with any of those African YouTube or TikTok or any of those
other creators?
Yes, because I would think, and the one thing that I would think that he'll probably link up with is them damn African kids that be doing all them goddamn dance routines. These little motherfuckers is famous. They use all the shit that we got over here in America, and they take it off the old stages and shit. Like they got the old performances of the Temptations and even the rock bands. They do all that shit, but then they do it, and they it's still in Africa. They doing it in the African street shit. I mean, I was thinking, because they big content creators. I'm pretty sure he probably linked up with them. That's good.
I don't know. I can tell you that he from some of the other streams that I saw, he definitely did dancing. A lot of he went to like the city areas. He went to like more rural areas. He did dancing and stuff. He started competing with other people in like little contests and stuff. He did like people who played music. He did a lot of stuff. But I just don't know if those people, I don't think those people were other influencers or other content creators. Like his first arrival, hold up. This is when I got one when he first arrived. So this one here.
We're not live.
This is when he first arrived.
That background looked nice over there. Now that shit over there looked like Seattle or something. You see that skyline over there?
Yeah, it looked like he's at the harbor in New York.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? This look like somewhere. Yeah.
Boys and
All
girls,
them goddamn yachts over there, nigga. Them but nasty. You see that shit?
boys and girls, welcome to Africa Tour 2026.
Wait, is that
that's
me?
in Angola.
Lead the Africa
Hey, that's in Angola, nigga. Angola looking nice, nigga.
26. This is the first stream of 28. We got 28 streams to go to. 28 streams left. And it's the first one. But anyways, we are here. Let's go. Let's go. Spin up the W's in the chat. Spam up the W's in the chat. Why does chat box look like that? Someone fix chat box. It looks weird. It don't like the regular one. And the sub count was a little bit too big. It's way too big. But in the chat. Let's go. First stream in Angola, chat.
That nigga say that sub count is way too big, nigga. What the fuck? Is this saying he got 46 million subs, nigga? That's a lot of fucking subs.
We got a whole journey. We sailed all the way to Africa. It's been a whole time.
Failed.
Traditional. That's just like a nigga coming here, bro, and nigga sitting here playing the Star Spangled Banner or something. That nigga, he just go on that motherfucker and just start pushing shit, nigga, and making them fucking up. Hold up, nigga, disrespect. You don't disrespect our shit. You just don't do that.
Old people mess up our fucking Star Spangled Banner, right? Like we've got our own celebrities that do that shit.
But they're singing and stuff, sir. I'm talking about this nigga literally fucking up the composition. He fucking up the what you call it. He over there. He can't even stay on beat. He just hitting that bit. Ping, 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 ping. He like, oh no, bro, disrespect. Get your ass out.
Well,
Somebody should have slapped his ass back. Nigga, get your motherfucking ass away from the goddamn drum. What the fuck is you doing?
Damn, I've never heard anybody white knighting for fucking Angola.
I'm not even hearing about the white knighting, sir. You just heard what I said. I'm not about to. If somebody is playing a drum set and they play or they playing a guitar and then somebody take that bitch and they just start just doing anything and they fuck up I'm gonna be pissed off. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
So if I pay you to show up someplace, right, and play the drums, right, and I take a drumstick and start beating on your drum, right, like you're going to consider that to be disrespectful,
sir? If okay, I got a song OGDoDirty that I made, sir, on my intro,
right?
If my intro is being played and it has my OGDoDirty going there, and you hop on my shit and while my shit's being played live, and you take my drums and if you mess up my song, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. What the fuck is she doing?
Within the context of I'm paying you to bring your song to wherever, right? And play it, right? And I'm gonna go over there, take a drumstick and beat on your drums, and you're gonna consider it.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Stop being disrespectful. Get your dumb ass. That's what you're paying me for. What you doing? What is you doing, nigga? You fucking up my shit.
This is why a black man can't do business right here.
Yeah,
nah, you can't go in there beatboxing on OG and shit like that.
This nigga crazy. You think he's gonna take over my shit? What makes you think you better than Jesus, nigga? Stop, nigga. Yes, bro, this is my shit, nigga. Ain't nobody else made. He helped me create this. He gave me everything to create this. And you gonna
no, sir. I paid for it. I paid for it.
Look here,
I
you don't own it, nigga. You paid for a performance, nigga. And that's what you're gonna get. Not to you to come in and mess up my performance.
Yes, and within that performance, people get to follow me around with cameras and watch me take a drumstick and beat on your drums.
Boy, this nigga being disrespectful. Get somebody take his mic and usher him out. Get him up out of here, bro. This nigga speed is off the chain. I can tell you this right now, Resla. This is gonna be some fire content. I can tell you right now, he gonna be doing the same thing he was doing in Asia, bro, over there in what you call it. It's gonna be crazy. I can already think this is gonna be something to watch.
I'll be honest with you. So far, from what I've been seeing, Africa is looking way better than Asia already.
Ooh,
it's looking
it absolutely is
already.
Yeah, all of the capital cities that you can think of, right, are going to be better than. Well, okay, so Saigon's not a capital, right, but this place is a shithole by far,
so
and it's going to have that added what they call a dense population. It is going to add to the negativity to it, right? It's bad enough somebody can be shitting in a hole, but it's worse when it's like 10 people per square meter shitting in a hole. It's a hell of a lot worse.
That's a fact, Emperor Cole. I'm gonna take the motherfuckers and shove them up your nether regions, nigga. Get your motherfucking ass out of here.
Hey, Resla, over under on one of these people calling him a nigga too.
you know they did. As soon as that nigga took that motherfucking drum and start do, they're like, look at this motherfucking nigga here. Disrespectful ass young nigga. My fault, Resla. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Let's Man, we lit already, bro.
I mean, his stream was bad.
Yes, sir.
Like when I was watching somewhere else.
That's how you do a welcome party. Yo, can you please tell them to fix the sub count size in the chat box?
Hey.
Text Taylor that, please. It is too big. The sub count is too big. I'm gonna do it on American. I don't know what happened. It's lagging?
Yes, it is.
Shall we lagging? Let's go, baby. This is the first. The first three. It's lagging.
That's the disrespect right there, OG.
That nigga out of line, fam.
That is dumb lit.
Well, that's what Resla was talking about, right? We're out here showboating these other countries, right? And that's what we're teaching people. You can go to their country and shit on their dogs. No problem. Oh, and beat their drums.
You're not wrong. That's
Sir.
basically what this whole display is showing now.
No. What are you saying when you leave your country to go to someone else's country but eat their dogs?
You know what I do when I go to other countries? I fuck they women, right? I go straight here and I'm like, fuck communism. Literally.
Hit you with a nice thing.
He walked right into that, boy. He walked right into that.
I'm a true colonizer, sir. I unfortunately only got to one, right? I got tired after that. Maybe I ain't got the stamina no more.
I'll tell you right now, for him going to Africa, I would expect to see a lot more people. You guys remember that time Casanat showed up out of nowhere and people flooded the streets?
This is the U.S., sir. And they were mainly.
No, don't get me wrong, B-Baller. I bet you on one of these streams, because he had like 12 different places he went to all so far. I guarantee you, one of these motherfuckers that didn't happen because they didn't see the impact. It didn't happen. The same thing with Casanat. Same thing happened to him. When he goes certain places where he make that next move to the next place, oh, bro, they own it because they already see what the benefit is of him already being there. So they keep on building up till it just gets so large.
Because here's the thing. Okay. If you show up randomly somewhere, it's like, oh, shit. But if you're making a tour, they're like, okay, he showed up there. If we're next door or whatever, let's start prepping. If he's going to go down the line, eventually he's going to get to us and we need to be ready.
Okay.
No.
Well, grandma over there got ass.
Hey, tell him don't do that.
Got a grandma right there. Nigga, she got ass.
Look at OG.
Let's go. I don't know what happened.
Hey.
Let's go, Angola. Wait, come on, bro. They saying it's lagging, bro.
Look at him. He go to Africa. He the most privileged person out here acting like a fool.
I see what he's doing. He wants that chat to get bigger. That chat need to get bigger. She ain't got no teeth.
Let's go.
This nigga Speed ain't putting no comb or no brush to his hair either. This nigga crazy.
Let's go.
He don't need none. When you go to Angola, you can expect that people are going to follow you around and dance behind you when you go to visit.
Why are you running?
Guys, if it's lagging, type 2. If it's not, type 1. No, chat. If it's lagging, type 1. No, chat. If it's lagging, type 2. If it's not, type 1.
Dennis said, what the fuck?
Hey, you TikTok. Is that a TikTok shirt? Let's go. Huh? It's adjusting? Yeah, I don't. Chat, look at this beach though, bro. This beach is crazy. Oh. Where we going?
I don't know where y'all going. Y'all niggas just
walking on stage, man. What's going on?
Tell them to put it exactly how it was. Exactly.
I wonder how much he paying them to do all that.
They're just doing random shit. They may as well just walk into somebody's house.
No, it's not that random.
They just walk across the beach like that.
It's good with your stone. We just spelling the notion in Africa. They lied to us, Spoon. Look at them beaches. They looking good over there. Ain't no trash, no well. No trash, no well.
I ain't gonna lie, that beach look nice.
Yeah, but it looked nice because ain't no people there.
Yeah, people there.
John's been on one tonight, bro.
Oh, we going right here? No. You going over here? Hey.
Oh, here's where all the people. See, they all underneath the umbrellas trying to get away from that sun.
Yeah,
bro. What are you talking about, nigga? Only person really out there sweating Speed and his people. Everybody from America sweating, nigga.
Oh no, I meant the
20 minutes to the
people.
stream.
The
That's what I'm
people.
saying.
Look at the
Look-
beaches.
It's hot
Look
as
at
hell
the
in
people
Africa,
that's out
man.
there, bro, who ain't got no shirts
Yeah.
on, bro. Who got the
Damn.
makeup on their body, bro. These niggas is not
It's
sweating.
like 90, 95.
Yeah,
right
because
now.
I show
Crazy.
Speed is
Is it
out
good
walking
now?
around, right? Where look at everybody else, right? They out
Why the
walking around. They
Chinese
underneath
so-
them
I'm
umbrellas,
just
sir.
saying,
I don't know what- I don't know
us
if
in
they-
America, we need air
They
conditioning,
tweaked it a
sir.
little
This
bit.
is our problem. We need to get out in the sun more.
This what exactly how.
Hey Josh, what did Africa
This
do
what
to you?
exactly
Tell
how
me
it
where
was
it touched you.
on all of my IRL streams.
Well,
I get dead ass.
Is that a golf cart nigga with a
yeah,
No,
there's
not a golf
coming.
with a truck on the back? Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
there's
playing.
coming.
Nigga riding around on a oversized strike. Nah,
here,
that's
y'all.
funny. Nah, I know what that is.
Everybody speak Portuguese here. But I don't chat anyway, y'all.
I don't even know what
This is
that
only
is.
the beginning of the stream. It's gonna be streams every day. It's gonna be streams every day. We got a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's gonna be at a it's gonna be like tribe. It's gonna be like a tribe stream. The next day, yeah, chat. It is so chat. We doing streams almost literally every day. What? I already did it. Yeah. I already did that.
I guess I never actually heard him talk.
But for all the
He got a
28
nasty
days,
lisp.
there will be a stream or some type of video or some type of short. But obviously, this is the first stream for today.
I wonder is he gonna race any of them Africans?
And,
Oh, you know
hey,
he's going
nigga.
to. Someone's going to challenge him. Everywhere he goes, they challenge him.
Shit, y'all.
Oh, there's some fast ass motherfuckers over there
Hey,
wrestling. I don't think
go.
they can. They been doing this
So
running.
chat, that is good news, bro.
Might be an even match. Now, like might be an even
Sure,
match,
bud.
bro. He be running a lot too. Shit.
Language here, bro.
Finally.
I can't
Hey, Africa.
communicate with him.
That's the same thing I was thinking. Yeah, they ain't running. Yeah, out running no goddamn African boy. Them niggas fast as the motherfucker.
Where the next location at?
African the crackheads, you can't outrun them.
Crackheads be
Y'all play
fast as
football?
bitch too. Oh, they talking about soccer. Nigga. They don't play football.
How many kickups can you do?
Bro, I don't know how they barefoot on that beach with all of that stuff there, man.
Oh shit. Let me see your skills. Let me see your skills.
That nigga hair blind. What's going on? How these niggas hair get blind? Oh, he ain't got no
Let me see your
shoes
skills.
on. These are
Lock
just
in, lock
walking.
in right now and show me your skills. Ale, ale,
What the word is this nigga saying?
I don't know. This is what?
I don't understand. But
Who's the princess next to him, man? This reminds me of some Coming to America shit right here.
I don't know, but I like the little ring. I like the gold rings on the neck.
We're not even
That's
in the
Miss
city right
Angola.
now.
She's one, whatever.
Right?
Gotcha.
Buck like a dog.
Oh, you out of line.
Oh my gosh, another one. What's with this blonde hair?
He wants a photo. You want a photo? Did you get your photo? He did it.
He just wanted a photo. How you gonna get it, nigga? That's weird. You didn't give him no phone.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, we
You know what's weird? He just had a whole conversation with one dude, but he can't tell this. He can't talk to this other kid and ask him about the photo. The kid looked at him like he didn't know what the hell he was saying.
I mean, Cat, we not
And
even
she
in the
had to
city
translate
yet,
it.
so we can't even really say nothing right now. But from right now, it's dumb chill, bro. Huh? Some people? Boca Puera. What's that fish? What kind of fish is that?
The hell?
What kind of fish?
You better not eat it.
Tuna? Oh,
I'm telling you, that looked like monster fish.
That shit don't even look cooked.
huh? Yeah, I do. No. Eu não tenho. Fala.
You know the majority of what we eat is food.
Which one?
Fish, right?
Don't
Salmon,
you
you
do
got
it.
salmon?
Don't do it. Speed, don't do it.
You got
Speed, don't do
You
it.
got a catfish? A catfish?
Catfish. Nigga, what the fuck?
You have a snapper, a red snapper?
No.
Yeah, lost as hell.
No.
Listen to him. He's like, do you have grouper? You got grouper? Mahi.
Oh,
That's too expensive. He going.
That's what I'm saying. They got dirt fish over there, bro. Eat the dirt fish.
what's the best Angolan dish?
Well, the crazy part about it is catfish on the shoreline that they can probably catch all the time. It's just probably a different name that he just ain't explaining to them, and it's probably something that they don't eat because it's something that's abundantly there. So they go for the fish that they probably eat all the time, which is that one that they just showed.
Right.
But they kind of look like it kind of look like one of the mahis though, with the little tail split at the end like that.
Bro, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of tuna.
He going. Let me just say right now, as he eats, then he gonna go back to his hotel room or his yacht, and that man is gonna have some stomach issues.
Hey, Spoon, what kind of fish did she have cut open? Spoon ordered to eat that sea fish.
Don't worry, it's gonna get. We gonna do it. What?
Bro. They gonna be like, I met Speed, make me Speed, man. I know Speed. No, I'm telling you what they did in China and all the rest of them places, bro. Them niggas got famous from Speed. Speed brought some people up.
But why do I look so black?
He sure did.
The sunlight or lens.
Them niggas started doing that streaming shit, bro. Them niggas, a lot of people, they got big off that nigga, bro.
Yeah, but right now they don't know who the hell he is.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get that part, but they gonna find out, bro. When somebody come and speak to them in their language, they gonna like, you know who that was? Who is that? That Speed. They gonna show the nigga. Oh, that nigga. They gonna be on that nigga everything. They gonna be like, I got a picture with him.
So excited.
Celebrity status, bro.
Like this is
you hear me? Bro, you see that nigga? Bro, did you see that security guard?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see that shit? Bro, this nigga thought that nigga's gonna run up on Speed, nigga, for fucking with that lady.
You know I'm Angolan, right? Like,
he's about to go tear that nigga ass up.
Angola.
Bro, you gotta watch these motherfuckers.
So many folks. Soccer?
Soccer, which is football.
I don't say soccer.
Look at that young nigga right there though with the phone in his hand. That's what he's trying to get it.
What the hell?
That's gonna make him go viral right there, Resla. Him doing that barking with old boy, that's his shit.
Got a mic shield.
What?
Windshield.
Windshield.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Is it filtered?
So it's not windy. Hold on. Alright, you're good.
Somebody in chat was talking about the free advertising. That's not what happened with New Zealand. He got put under investigation for long streaming. Since he entered under a tourist visa, New Zealand busted his ass for fucking working. I guess apparently like live streaming and making an income is legally deemed as income.
You don't say yes in the chat. Yes.
I have a surprise for you.
What?
I have a surprise for you.
You know?
You like speed?
What?
You like speed?
All right, bro, let's move on to something. Let's see what else he done. I gotta see a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what all he did swag did. We just click it.
Click it.
Yeah. Because I see what he doing. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, show people different things. He going a little bit everywhere. He's dealing with different folks. He got different areas he's been to. That's Angola. I mean, he got other places. I ain't never heard of it. The Zimbi. ZAM. Zimbi, nigga. What fucking is, nigga? But the other one is
Zambia.
Yes, mama.
Zambia.
Zambia. That's how that place. I ain't never heard of that place. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta stop laughing at OG, man. Y'all know these.
That's the one I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to Zambia.
What's good, mama?
They don't spell right. Shit, ain't my fault.
That's crazy. All right.
Was that the one where he was daring somebody to fucking run around?
Hey, big baller.
Don't know. Oh well, Luffy's his favorite character, so.
No. What I'm saying is the nigga that's standing next to Luffy and on that shirt, his name is red hair Shanks. Yeah. They made that nigga black. He had his arm cut off when Luffy was a kid. That's how Luffy got It's devil fruit or whatever. I fuck with the one piece, But yeah, that shit was crazy just to see that nigga Shanks was black. Them niggas over there clowning. I ain't never thought about that. That nigga might be in there.
Mm-hmm.
What the nigga about to make something float?
He got to tie his stuff up.
How you can control your image. Speed is everywhere right now.
That's the whole fact. Speed is doing this thing, bro. I like it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out here and do more. But y'all know what time it is, man. It's about that time for us to get up out of the rest of what you got for.
I mean, if you guys want to see more of that content, you guys make sure you go check out iShow Speed. For myself, listen, we got the first episode of Opinionated coming this Wednesday at 8. So for those who are interested, yeah, be sure to check out the new season 4, and we'll see what's going on from there.
I mean, you already know, man. Stay tuned in. We're gonna be locking in like we always do. You catch me during the daytime. You catch me. You already know. Catch me with Spoon on Tuesday. All right, y'all.
Truck, rolling through the block, trolling through the blockchain, slinging heavy clout, spitting on the mic. What's the latest? What's about? Politicians tripping, headlines flipping out in the heart of the South, where the whispers turn to shouts. Meetings in the shadows, hustlers making plans, deals going down, gripping tight, shaking hands. City buzzing loud, news dap in demand. Dirty South vibe, deep roots, dirty land. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the sin. Dirty South, living thick skin. Rappers on the come up, topics in their rhymes. Truth spilling raw, cutting through the grime. Events popping off, party scenes in their prime. Southern nights wild, about to lose track of time. Headlines breaking, cities heartbeat racing. Discussions, heavy heads nodding syncopation. From the bodega gossip to the mayor's dictation. Southside stories, raw truth, no hesitation. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, living thick skin. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, living thick skin. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, living thick skin. Dirty South, living thick skin. Rappers on the come up, topics in their rhymes. Truth spilling raw, cutting through the grime. Events popping off, party scenes in their prime. Southern nights wild, about to lose track of time. Headlines breaking, cities heartbeat racing. Discussions, heavy heads nodding syncopation. From the bodega gossip to the mayor's dictation. Southside stories, raw truth, no hesitation. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, living thick skin. Drop by, chopping up, news flying in the wind. Talk about the biz, who's winning, who will spin. Crime on the rise, truth over till the end. Dirty South, living thick skin.